It's time to register to play our live interactive game shows. Call 800-537-GAME now. It's fast, it's fun, and it's free. You only need to register once to play forever on Game Show Network.
You're watching Game Show Network.
Here we go. Welcome to our annual Game Show Fever Chat Child's Play Marathon. On today's episode, we got the Game of Grown-Ups on Game Show Fever Chat. Sit back and relax, and we'll be back after these words.
You can smile, America, with Chuck E. Cheese. You can smile, America, with Chuck E. Cheese. Food and games and all kinds of features for a taste of pieces and theater. You can smile, America, smile, America. You can smile, America, with Chuck E. Cheese. It's ingenious, genuine bell.
It's a bell remembering numbers, the future in your home. It's a bell for having fun with from the folks who built the phone. Every system we're designing, every product that we do, the better ways we're finding to connect the world to you.
It's ingenious, it's genuine bell. It's ingenious, genuine bell.
It's at your Bell Phone Center.
New St. Joseph aspirin-free tablets for adults. Maximum strength pain relief. What's so different about that? I'll tell you what. It's the first maximum strength aspirin-free pain reliever with tamper indicators outside and 40 individually safety sealed tablets inside. Sealed for you and your family's protection. So when you want maximum strength pain relief, get new St. Joseph aspirin-free tablets for adults. It's fast relief with safety first.
Raspberry,
Now in your neighborhood,
red apple,
granola and fruit bars.
luscious date.
It's the only 100% natural soft granola snack with real fruit in every bite. No additives or preservatives. The Nature Valley way.
Soft and chewy.
Granola and fruit bars in apple, date, or
Raspberry.
try the soft, full of fruit granola snack from Nature Valley.
This is Justin, age 7. This is Elizabeth, age 7. This is Marcus, age 6. And this is Kate, age 6. These children and others like them will try to make you understand what they're talking about on Child's Play. And here's the host of Child's Play, Bill Cullen.
Thank you all very much, and welcome to Child's Play, a game for grown-ups. Now, we're going to meet the children in just a moment, but first, I want to say hello, if I may, to the grown-ups. We have in our championship chair, ladies and gentlemen, I give you or lend you for a moment Glenn Moore. Welcome, Glenn. Good to have you with us. Glenn, this is Child's Play, so tell us about your kids.
Sure, Bill. I've got two beautiful daughters. One just turned 20, one 18, and I haven't understood a word they've said in 18 years.
You'll be good at our game, I know, Glenn. Our challenger now, Dottie Haveman. Hello, Dottie, and welcome. Okay.
Goodness.
You're our You're our challenger. Tell us about your kids.
Well, I have 1/3 of a kid.
Oh. If I guess right, I guess about 6 months you'll have a one.
Yes.
See how clever I am? If you're, that's a point for me. If you two are all set to go, I'm sure we are, so let's indulge in some child's play. Now, we took our cameras to schools all over the country and aimed them at children in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grades. These kids are 6 to 8 years old. We gave them some everyday words and asked each child to tell us in his own way what that word means. Now, we're going to show you several children defining the same word, and you can take a guess after you've listened to each child. Now, you're the champion, Glenn. That means you have 2 chances to guess the word. And there are your 2. And, Dottie, you've only got 1 chance, but your chance is a biggie. The reason it's a biggie is that you have control, and you can decide when you want to use it, so you can force Glenn to answer when you think they're tough. All right, let's show the audience the first word you two are going to be playing for. Okay, there's the word right now. And here, if you listen and watch closely, is how Marissa Goldstein from Los Angeles describes this word.
It's when 2 people love each other and they hug each other and stuff, and they like go to school with each other, and they dance at parties with each other and stuff like that. They do anything together, go to movies together. Yeah.
I don't know if you heard the last thing she said, and she said, that's it. When you were her age, that is it. Dottie, you have control. Are you going to answer or force Glenn to give me an answer and use one of his?
I am going to force Glenn to give an answer.
All right, Glenn, you got to come up with something.
I'm afraid you're going to say that. Oh, boy. Well, she kept rolling her eyes and rubbing her hands.
She did?
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is like romance.
Romance is the right answer, Glenn. You have the first one. Hey, Glenn, as they say. So, Glenn, that's the way it works. Glenn, how long have you been married?
22 years.
I can tell you this. I know why it's lasted. One of the reasons is you understand women. Glenn, you have a point. And the first contestant to reach 6 points wins the game, gets $500, and a crack at $5,000. Okay, let's go to a brand new word now, if we may. And this time, Glenn, you're in control, because control alternates as the game goes along. Now, you have the option to play or pass. And coming up is Julie Kate Swaska to explain this word. Now, you'll notice that there is, we're not going to show this word to the audience. We'll let you play along. You'll notice that a point and X appears over Julie's mouth. It's not because she said anything naughty. She has, at that point, pronounced the word. So you're in control, Glenn. Watch closely, and here's Julie Kate.
Well, something at some kind of stores which parents like a lot, and it's something like jewelry, but it's a bit bigger than jewelry, and sometimes it's worth a lot of money.
All right, Glenn, the control is yours. You're going to use your guess or force Dottie?
Oh, boy. Well, I think I'll be a gentleman for an expectant mother here. And,
He's returned the earlier favor, Dottie. What do you want to guess? You have to use one.
Well, she keeps talking about jewelry, and the only thing I can think of that would be bigger than jewelry. The way she's talking about it is maybe silverware.
No, it is not silverware, so that's all right. The game goes on. You still have a chance. Glenn, you're still in control. Watch carefully, because here's Marcus Klebe. He's from New York, and let's hear what he thinks about this word. Same word.
We can use this word for old things, like old furniture, old organs, old telephones, and all kind of things that are old cars. And you're not really allowed to touch them unless you really buy them and know how to handle them, because they might be so easy to break that they'll just snip in half as soon as you touch them.
All right. For the answer to this one, I pass along to the person in control, Old Glenn.
Old Glenn.
Glenn, what are you going to use your guess or force Dottie?
I should force Dottie, but I am just so tempted. I've got to make a guess.
Take it.
Antiques.
You're right. You have another one in your up. You're a hit. Okay. It's nothing for Dottie and 2 for old Glenn over there. And as soon as any player reaches 3 points, we shift to our fast play round. And as you'll see, it will be an advantage at that time, as it always is, to be ahead. So you have 2, Dottie has 0, and here comes the next one. Okay, we're going to show this to the audience. Give the audience a chance to take a look at this word. There it is. It's going to be described by a lovely young lady from New York City, name of Vanessa Berry. All right, Vanessa.
If you have an ice cream cone or a lollipop or some kind of candy that, you know, you can lick by yourself, and someone else wants a lick, and you already had a lick, and you lick it after them, you're passing a disease.
By golly. Now, based on that information, Dottie, you have control. Are you going to guess or force Glenn to take one?
I'm going to force Glenn to take it.
Glenn, got to use one of your guesses. What do you say?
Oh,
you have a lead.
I'll take a guess with contagious.
No? Good guess. Glenn's down to 1 guess. Dottie still has her 1 in control. We are now. Here comes one of my own personal explainers. This is a fella from Los Angeles. His name is Eric Yale. And Eric, let's hear you describe the word.
Is like your spit. Your spit is kind of like you can catch other people's even when you're kissing. And sometimes it kind of gets along to other people and could make other people sick.
I like Eric Yale. Eric. You will be seeing and hearing from Eric again. He has a way with words. Dottie, you have control. What is your decision?
After what he said, it has to be disease.
No. Oh, no. It is not disease. And you've used your 1 guess. However, you're not completely out. There is a way you can get back. We'll see if that happens. Glenn, now you have the only remaining guess. If you get it right, you get a point. If you don't, we'll tell you about that later. Okay, this is Frederick Stanton. He's from New York City, and boy, he has a way of getting to the heart of things. Listen, Glenn. Frederick?
Is a microorganism. My cousin is a microbiologist. It is a very small microorganism that sometimes causes colds.
By golly, Frederick is a smart young fella. Glenn? The controlling interest has left the game. You're all on your own. What do you think the word is for another point? You have 2.
I don't know, but I think I'm going to get sick. Bacteria.
No, it is not bacteria. Now, neither of you has guessed correctly, so now you both have a chance at this final word. You have 2 points, Glenn. Dottie, you have 0. The minute we get to 3, we go to fast play. Now, here's the thing. We're going to hear from Sasha Sagan, a delightful child with a good mind. He's from New York City. And as soon as you recognize the word that Sasha's talking about, interrupt with your signal. Now, to help you both, the word starts with the letter G. Now, wait a minute. Here comes Sasha.
It causes diseases, and when you're...
Donnie's going to try and stay in the game.
It's germ.
It is germ indeed, Dottie, and you're still in there. Score is 2 for you, Glenn, and 1 for Dottie. No one's reached that 3-pointer halfway mark yet. At that point, we shift to fast play, but we go on. Oh, incidentally, Sasha's another one of those great kids who I hope you'll be seeing and hearing more of. Right now, we have Vanessa Berry from New York City. Let's show the people here at home and here in the studio what the word is. There's the word. Okay, now, get ready to listen. Vanessa, this is a brand new word. Vanessa's going to describe it right now. Okay, Vanessa.
Okay, if you have a sister or a brother, older brother, and he's like 5 years older than you, and say he really thought he was so great, he'd say, "Get my book, get my shirt, get my studying wood, get me a pencil, get me a brush, He'd push you around a lot, and you wouldn't like it too much.
The control is yours, Glenn. Are you going to guess or force Dottie to guess?
I'm going to guess boss.
No, it is not boss. And Dottie, are you in good shape? You got the remaining guesses. All right, now, Gregory Flanders from Los Angeles. We're working on the same word, and here's the way Gregory looks at it. Gregory, old chap.
It's a person that labors really hard. For somebody who's lazy and doesn't want to do anything but sit down. Well, they come from Poland and places.
Everybody has their own approach to life. Dottie, you have a guess left, and you have another one after that. What do you say?
Well, let's see. They come from Poland and they get bossed around. I think it's slave.
Slave is the right answer, Dottie. I don't know how you did that. In the light of the enslaved working people that's been in the news in Poland lately, that is the way the thinking runs, I suppose. You have two, Glenn. Dottie's caught up. She has two also, and we're going to come up with another word. Okay, now in a minute, one of you gets three. We go to fast play. Let's, before we do anything else, we're going to have Sean Grant from New York, but let's show the audience at home and here in the studio the word. Give them a chance to play along. Okay, you have control, Dottie. Watch carefully. Sean Grant from New York tells us about this word.
Well, you would have to do this to a dog. You have to do it to a tiger or else you'll get ripped to shreds.
He looks like I used to look. But thinks a lot better than I used to think. Dottie, you have control. Are you going to take a shot at it or force it over to Glenn?
Well, it could be about a million things, so I'm going to hear the one that Glenn picks.
Pick the one out of the million, Glenn.
At least a million. You could do it to a dog, but you don't do it to a tiger. Train?
No. I think a lot of things you can do to a dog without being able to do to a tiger. All right, now, the control stays with you, Dottie, so here's my friend again, my personal friend. I don't know him, but I love him. He's from Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Eric Yale.
Well, you have a dog, okay? Say you have a dog, okay?
Right.
You're trying to train him, okay? So you kind of tell him to sit. You kind of put your finger down and say, sit. And if the dog sits, you've got it.
Dottie, I don't know if you've got it yet, Dottie, but you have control. Do you want to take the guess?
Yes, I do. I think if I went sit to my dog, then I would be trying to tame him.
You've got it, as he said. Congratulations. Okay, 3 points. Well, that's it. I mean by that, you have 3, so you're halfway to our goal of 6 points. And now we're going to shift to fast play as we promised you, but before we do that, do you mind if we do this?
It's the best of Lost and Found.
We're rolling, baby.
If you just tuned in, I am in control.
Tomorrow at 8 on Buzzer, Lost and Found.
All right. Here we are back again. Dottie has 3 and Glenn has 2, and we're ready for our fast play round. Now, we're going to show you a series of children this time, each child offering and defining a different word. Now, as soon as either of you recognize the word, this time interrupt with your signal. If you're right, you will win an additional point, and 6 points wins the match. Now, you have 3 points, Dottie, so you only have 3 more to win. Glenn, you have 2 points. You need 4. Okay, so be sure to get in there and try to catch up. Now, we're not going to show our audience these words. We're doing that so they can play along. If you're all ready, here comes the first word. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Marcus Klebe.
Army men can wear them.
Glenn's going to try to tie it.
Uniform.
You tied it, Glenn. Uniform's the right answer. All tied up, 3 points each. First one gets 6 points, wins the game. Crack it another $5,000. Next word, a different word. Remember that. Ready with your signals. Evan Sandman tells us about the word.
It doesn't necessarily work for a farmer. I mean, it doesn't get its pay. An object.
Donnie wants to take a chance.
Tractor?
No, it is not tractor. Now, Glenn, hear this one all the way out because you have a free crack at it. We're going to play the entire clue for you and an additional bit of help. It starts with the letter S. But for your own sake, because you have guessed at this and only you, hear the entire definition. Evan Sandman again. Tell us about the farmer and his daughter.
It doesn't necessarily work for a farmer. I mean, it doesn't get its pay. An object that just stands and shoos away birds.
What a marvelous, marvelous... Glenn, what do you think it is?
Yeah, up to that last clue, I was way out in left field. Scarecrow.
Scarecrow it is. And that was a 4 points for you, Glenn. What a marvelous... I don't think any of us could really have described Scarecrow any better than that. You have 4 and you only need 2 for a win, Dottie. You want to catch up? And here comes Emma Lloydell. Another word, a different word entirely. Ready with the signal.
When your parents don't like each other, they...
What say you, Dottie?
I'm taking a chance on this one, but I'm going to catch up. Divorce?
Divorce is right. You took a good chance. Oh, boy. That was good playing, Dottie. You play the game well, Dottie. At that point, taking a chance is not a bad idea. Divorce was the word, and now we're coming up with another one. 4-4, going for 6 points. Here comes Ryan Rappaport. We haven't seen Ryan yet. He has another word he wants to describe. Ready with the signals? Here's Ryan.
In a job, and then they quit because they're old for that job, or they don't want to do it.
Dottie, you're first.
Retire.
Retired's right. You're ahead now. Well, you're getting there. Okay, you only need 1 for a win. Both of you are ready. Here comes Elizabeth Karen. It's another word, and ready with your signals. Elizabeth, please.
Animal. Not really like an animal. It's a big thing that has a long tail. He blows fire.
Glenn.
Dragon.
Dragon's right. We have a tie game. 5 points apiece. Okay, there you go. I like it. I like it. You each have 5. This one wins the game. Kate Barno, another word and a word for the game. Kate.
It's something that it tells you bad things. When it happens, like someone gets kidnapped or there's been a lot of fires or about this sports, tell you about the weather.
Dottie for the game.
This is a chance. News?
News is right. Congratulations, Dottie. You got yourself $500. Come on over here and join us. Right in here, Dottie. Congratulations. What a good game. Thank you, Glenn. We have some very nice prizes for you, and you're going to have a chance to win $5,000 on the ABC game right after this. All right, Dottie. Dottie has a chance now to try for $5,000 in the ABC game. Now, we asked our Child's Play kids to write brief definitions of simple words. We took 3 definitions per word, each written by a different child. Some are far out, some are right on the nose. You'll never know until you've picked clue A, B, or C. After you hear the definition you've picked, take a guess if you want. But if you're wrong, you go on and pick another definition from the board till you've used up the A, B, and C. All right, you have a total of 60 seconds to get a total of 6 words. We give you $100 a word. If you get them all, though, we give you $5,000. Ready to go?
Okay.
All right, let's have the 60-second clock. All right, the clock will start when you pick your first letter. Good luck.
B.
An almost human machine.
Robot.
Robot's right. Go on.
B.
It's a place where bad people go, and it's a bad word.
A.
The underworld after death.
Hell.
That's 2. Go on.
B.
A man from the West, like the Lone Ranger.
A.
People that fought the Indians.
Cowboy.
That's 3. Go on.
C.
It's something a commander says to his army.
Halt. B.
Go on. You do this on your credit card at a store.
Charge.
Charge is right. That's 4. Go on.
A.
It's someone who tells everybody what to do, like my mother.
Boss.
Boss is right. Go on. One more.
B.
Holding a thing that belongs to someone else.
C.
Something a person doesn't have and he asks for it.
A.
It means when you are using something of your friends.
Borrow.
Borrow is right. You got $6,000. Oh, marvelous. What a job. You couldn't have done better. What a job you did. Right through. 6 out of 6. 6 out of 6. Congratulations, Scotty. Scotty Hammond, that's not bad. What'd you say?
Not bad for a couple hours.
Not bad work for a couple hours. Right now, you won the game. You picked up another $5,000. Your total winnings, $5,500. Stay with me. We'll be back here in just a moment on Child's Play, but right now we got a word for you.
Back to school blues got you down? Well, it's time for that play date with precocious preschoolers. An hour of Child's Play is next on Buzzer Lost and Found. Stay tuned.
Scotty, you and Glenn played a marvelous game. You're going to be back here tomorrow. We're going to have another challenger for you. You're working on $5,500. You're going to build it up. Will you try?
Oh, sure.
Thank you very much. For you at home, thank you very much. If you like kids, you'll love Child's Play. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
This is Bob Hilton speaking for Child's Play, the Marcus and Bill Todman production.
This is Juliana, age 7.5. This is Eric, age 7. This is Noah, age 7. This is Brandon, age 7.5. These children and others like them will try to make you understand what they're talking about on Child's Play. Here is the host of Child's Play, Bill Cullen.
What a marvelous bunch of nuts. Thank you. And welcome to Child's Play. It's a game for grown-ups. We're going to meet the children in Child's Play in just a moment, but first, why do we not say hello to the grown-ups? First of all, sitting over there is Dawn Miller. I think you're sitting, are you, Dawn?
Oh, yes.
Or a short person, are you? This is Child's Play, Dawn. Tell us about your kids.
Well, I have 4 children. I have a 6-year-old boy and twin boys that are 5 and a very mischievous 2-year-old daughter.
Twins who are 5.
Yes.
Across from her, to her right, is Trudy Staples. Hello, Trudy.
Hello.
Child's Play, tell us about children in your life.
I also have 4 children.
Well, it's a tie score.
I have Zachary 9 and Sarah Beth is 7. I have Abigail 5 and Maggie 3.
You're from Massachusetts, are you? You both have 4 children. The rules of the show is the first of you who has 5 wins the game and automatically goes.
We're going to get started.
If you're ready, if they're ready to go, we're ready to go. So let us get set to play Child's Play. Now, we took our Child's Play cameras and aimed them at children in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grades, 5 to 9 years of age. We gave them some everyday words and asked each child to tell us in his own way what that word means. Now, we're going to show you several children defining the same word, and you can take a guess after you've listened to each child. Now, we're going to start the guessing with you, Dawn, over there. Now, first, let's show the audience the word you're playing for. Okay, the audience knows. Now, coming up is Shayna Lee Farrell. She's 5.5 from New York City, and here's the way she describes the word.
Like I sometimes wear my mommy's nightgowns and my mommy's shoes. And sometimes I put on my Wonder Woman bathing suit. And sometimes I make myself look like a fairy or a bad witch.
Okay, now the audience knows what you're trying for, but you don't. And Dawn, you get the first guess. What do you think the word is?
Dress up.
Dress up. No, that is not the right answer. So now, Trudy, you're going to get a chance to make a guess at the very same word. Same word being described. And here's Seth Wagerman from Los Angeles. He's 8, and he's going to describe it to you.
Okay. For Halloween, I might get into a ghost outfit, and then I'd say, "Hey, Mom, how do I look? Is this a good..." Or I might walk around, and I might find this funny person. He looks like a zombie, wearing this white headband. Or he might have had his nose plastered. That's a kind of one. He might have had his face plastered to make it look different. That's a little more, And I'd say, "What are you doing?" He says, "Well, I just put on to make me look different."
Now, based on that, Seth Wagerman, based on what you heard, Trudy, what do you think the word is?
I think it's costume.
No, it is not costume. Would you believe that? All right, final definition coming up, and it's back to you, Dawn. Now, here's Heather Chapman, 7.5 years old. She's from Los Angeles. Same word, here's her description.
Like if you have like a face that, like if you're a bank robber or something, if you have a face that somebody's going to recognize, like if they have a warrant out for you or something, like a reward, like of money or something for you if they catch you, then like they put it, like they have like masks, or you can buy them at a toy store, like you put fake mustache on and all that, and then you won't look like your regular thing, so you can go ahead and rob all the banks you want, and they won't even know.
So, Dawn, you've heard 3 descriptions. Heather's is the latest. What do you think the word is for a point?
I was going to say mask.
And you said?
But she said that. I can't think. I'm just blank.
Okay. I will then tell you what that word is. Now, the audience knows here. Trudy, you probably have it by now. The word is disguise. Okay, we'll be back here with a new word, but right now we have this for you. Okay, we're back now. Let's get set for a new word. And this time we're going to start with you, Dawn, again, because the last one was not guessed correctly. First, let's show the new word to the folks at home. Okay, there it is. People here in the studio know what it is. Here's Juliana Stefanoff, 7.5 years old, from New York City, and here's the way she describes this word.
That they go to church about every day. They wear special kinds of clothes. Some of the people wear a black outfit with some weight on their collar and have this big black hat, and some of them have glasses on and have little curls down from their head. And they have ponytails, and they're men.
The audience obviously liked that definition. Dawn, what do you say the word is?
The way she describes it, I'm going to have to say none.
No? The nuns who have ponytails and they're men, yes. Boy, things have changed since my last spanking. Trudy, this one is all for you. Now, I want you to listen closely to this definition. Same word. It's Bart Sayer, 7 years old, from New York.
That means, like you are, like suppose you were Jewish or Christian or Canadian or what, you respond to holidays, you do things, you believe in Santa Claus, and you go trick-or-treating.
He said, I don't know if you heard it, he ended up by saying, or you go trick or treating. Remember
Oh, my
that this is a child's mind. Trudy, you have a guess. What do you think the word is?
A priest.
No, it is not a priest. We are back to you, Dawn, and we have the final definition of this word. Try to think like a child. Try to think like Terry Ann Bradley, 7 years old, from New York City. Terry Ann.
Catholic's one. Jewish is one. Muslim is one. And Buddhism is one. It's when you believe in a god or you believe in a goddess. You hear the history of this person. Like the way Moses led the apostles.
All right. You don't have to believe everything you hear, Dawn, but what do you say the word is?
Religion.
Religion is the right answer. That's the way it works. That's right. That's right. That's right. Now, that gives you a point. We played Child's Play until time is up, and whoever is ahead at that point wins $500 and a chance at $5,000. Okay, we're going to come up with a new word, and because you got it, Dawn, once again, we're going to begin with you. This word is going to be described by, first there's for the audience, of course. Now, Marissa Goldstein, 7 years old, from Los Angeles, tells you what she thinks it is.
It's when two people love each other and they hug each other and stuff, and they like go to school with each other and they dance at parties with each other and stuff like that. They do anything together, go to movies together. Yeah, that's it.
That is it as far as it goes. Dawn, it's your guess. What do you think?
This is kind of embarrassing, but I'd say sex.
Well, I don't know how you feel, but it sure embarrassed me. But anytime you want to say sex, step right up. Trudy, listen carefully because we have Justin Caswin, 6.5 years old, from Los Angeles. Same word.
That means to kiss and hug and make love.
In spite of Justin's reaction, we know it's not sex. What do you think it is, Trudy?
Romance.
Romance is the right answer. Romance, sure. Sort of a mild form of sex. Anyway.
She's got 4 kids.
Yes, we have a tied-up game, one for Trudy and one for Dawn. Trudy, you're going to begin to listen carefully because we're going to show this next word to our audience here in the studio and the folks at home. And this is Eric Yale Vaught, my favorite person in the world. He's from Los Angeles, and here's his description.
That's easy. It's money, but it's the color. It's the color. And you can use it as, like, there are little chips of it. You use money out of it. And, if you find it, boy, you're rich. It's worth like 100 or 1,000 buckaroos.
Goody. You got Eric Yale Vaught's description. What do you think the word is?
Well, if I found a bunch of silver, would I be rich? Is it silver?
No, you wouldn't. It is not silver. And Dawn, you're going to get a chance. Remember that description and listen to this one by Justin Lunan Pack from New York City.
It's like when they're, like, it's pretty expensive. It's sort of a yellow color. It's yellow shiny. And it's a kind of metal. And it's pretty soft. So usually when you buy it in a ring or on a bracelet, there's like copper in with it. And like 14 karat has a certain amount of copper in it. And 18 karat doesn't have as much copper in it. 18 karat is more expensive than 14 karat. More, of the yellow shiny stuff.
With that... With that description, Dawn, there's nowhere to go but up. What do you say the word is?
Give me 14 karat gold.
Gold is the right answer, Dawn. You have a point. The score right now, 2 points for Dawn, 1 point for Trudy. And here comes, hey, there's the school bell, and that signals the end of this round of Child's Play. The score, Dawn 2, Trudy 1. When we come back to Child's Play, we're going to shift gears and play the game for speed in the Fast Play round. We'll be back with Fast Play, but right now, wouldn't you watch this, please? As they say, Let me ask you one question. How do you like our kids so far? I've learned to respect the younger generation. It's time now, as we promised you, for Fast Play. Now we're going to show you a series of children, each child defining a different word. As soon as either of you recognize the word, interrupt with your signal. If you're right, you will win an additional point. Whichever player is ahead when the game is over, time runs out, wins $500 for the game and a chance at $5,000. All right, now ready to use your signals to interrupt. We're not going to show the audience these words. That's so they can play along with us. Okay, if you're ready, here's Lisa Colvin with your first Fast Play word.
Something that's above your legs and your arms are attached to it and your head, your neck is.
What do you think it is, Trudy?
Your shoulders.
No, it is not your shoulders. That's a wrong answer. We're going to repeat the entire definition for you, Dawn, and then you have a chance to guess on your own. Hear out the entire definition. Here's Lisa Colvin to do it all again for you.
Something that's above your legs and your arms are attached to it and your head, your neck is, and your belly button is on it, and it's opposite of your back.
Dawn?
Chest.
With a belly button on it?
Well, I thought because you said your arms were attached to it.
Sure, and your belly button, too.
Stomach.
Actually, that's right. The actual answer was stomach. We're coming up with another one. Ready to interrupt with your signals now. Hey, that school bell means we're coming into the home stretch. What we're going to do now is double the point score. 2 points for every correct answer. So, Trudy, you should be able to catch up. Person ahead when time's up wins the $500 and a chance to play for $5,000. Ready with your interrupt signals there. Brandon Stevenson with our next word.
Well, you could put it in coffee. It's in a lot of food.
What do you think?
Sugar.
Sugar is the right answer, Dawn. That's a 2-point win for you. Dawn, you have 4. Trudy, you have 1. The points are doubling. Next word coming up. Ready with your signals? David Almagor with the next word. David.
It's like a thing that comes from a boat, and you put it down to stop it.
You're first, Trudy, for double points.
Anchor.
Anchor's right. That's 2 points for you. You double, and you're up to 3. Next one coming up. Both of you ready with your signals? Here's Terry Ann Bradley.
Well, this word means that my aunt and uncle had this because they were married 25 years, and my grandpa...
What do you say it is?
Anniversary.
Anniversary is the right answer, Dawn. Double point. Score is 6 for Dawn and 3 for you, Trudy. Okay, a reminder. Hey, there's that bell again, and that's it. With a score of 6-3, the winner is Dawn Miller. Congratulations, Dawn. Come on over here. Going to give you a shot at another $5,000. Come on over here. There you go. Congratulations to you. Hey, Trudy, you played a beautiful game. Thank you for being with us. We had some very nice prizes. Now, how you doing?
Thank you.
Thank you, Trudy.
Thank you.
Very nice thing for you. Now we're going to give you, Dawn Miller, a chance to win $5,000. But right now we're going to ask you to watch this with us, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Well, with 4 kids of your own and the help of these, you've just won $500, Dawn.
right.
And now it's time to try for the $5,000 in our triple play game. Now, this time, and listen carefully, we asked our Child's Play kids to write brief definitions of simple words. We took 3 definitions per word, each one written by a different child, A, B, or C. Some are far out, some are right on the nose. You'll never know until you've picked definition A, B, or C. You will have a total of 45 seconds to get 6 words. We pay you $100 a word, and if you get them all, that's when you win the $5,000. Now remember, these definitions were written by children. Okay, keep that in mind. Bring in the clock. Time will start when you pick your first letter. You ready to go? Here we go.
B.
Something you need when you make a mistake.
Eraser.
Right. Okay.
B.
2 dots at the end of your smile.
Dimples.
Dimple, right. Next word. Take one.
B.
An oriental country.
Japan.
Take another.
A.
Bruce Lee was born there.
China.
China's right. Take one.
C.
A hard kind of music and a hard stone.
B.
A giant pebble.
Rock.
Rock is right. Take another one.
A.
It means something is made of glass.
Breakable.
No, take another
B.
one. It could be an antique vase that will break easily.
C.
Something that has to be taken care of when it is carried.
Next word.
Next word. Pick one.
B.
A private book you write.
Diary.
Diary is right. You got diary as time expired, and you have 5 correct at $100 apiece. That's another $500 for you, Dawn. Not bad. Okay, stay right here. Okay. You got just. Well, one of the clues, you have to be very careful when you carry it. It breaks easily. Fragile, we were looking for. But you got yourself 5 at $100 apiece. That's a total of $1,000.
Terrific.
And you'll be back here again next time to take on a new challenger and have another try at $5,000. Dawn and I will be back here in just a moment. But right now, would you please watch this?
Join GSN. Coming up next. Then stay tuned for Blockbusters and Hollywood Squares here on GSN.
Hey, all right, you have $1,000. How's that?
That's terrific. It's $250 per child.
Be sure to join us next time when she tries to win another $5,000. That's a lot per kid. Hey, if you like kids, you'll love Child's Play. Goodbye. We'll see you next time. See you.
This is Tony, age 7.5. This is Vanessa, age 7. This is Shayna Lee, age 5.5. This is Charles, age 7. These children and others like them will try to make you understand what they're talking about on Child's Play. Here is the host of Child's Play, Bill Cullen.
Thank you very much and welcome to Child's Play. It's a game for grown-ups. Now, we're going to meet the children on Child's Play in just a moment, but first, let us meet the grown-ups. By golly, we are welcoming back for the first time on this program our current and reigning champion, $1,000 richer than she was this time yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, Dawn Miller. Hi, Dawn.
Yeah.
You did it.
It's great.
You like it?
Oh, yeah.
You like the way the game works?
I'll take 5,000 next time.
Okay, 5,000. You already have 1,000. And over here is Jay Brooks. Hello, Jay, and welcome.
Thank you, Bill.
Let me go briefly back. Let me go briefly back to Dawn. We talked about your $1,000. We didn't talk about your children. How many you got again?
4 children. Their ages are 6, 5, 5, and 2.
That's altogether, that's 21. Jay, tell us about your kids, because this is Child's Play.
Thank you, Bill. I have 3 children, ages 14, 19, and 21.
Oh, grown. You don't look
They're
that
already
old.
up there.
If you're set to play the game, we're ready to start. You all ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me explain again. We took our Child's Play cameras and aimed them at children in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grades, 5 to 9 years of age. We gave them some everyday words and asked each child to tell us in his own way what that word means. Now, we're going to show you several children defining the same word, and you can take a guess after you've listened to each child. Now, we're going to start the guessing with you, Dawn, because you were the champion and you got the last correct one. And we're going to show the audience the word that you'll be trying to guess. There it is for the audience. Okay, now, here's Vanessa Berry. She's 7 years old from New York City, and here's the way she defines this word.
If you have an ice cream cone or a lollipop or some kind of candy that, you know, you can lick by yourself, and someone else wants a lick, and you already had a lick, and you lick it after them, you're passing a disease.
All right, that's all you're going to get from Vanessa, Dawn. What do you say the answer is?
Germs.
Germ is the right answer, Dawn. That's the way it works.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Well done. You got that one quick. That gives you a point, and we play Child's Play until time is up, and whoever is ahead at that point wins $500 and a chance at $5,000. We'll be back to pick it up right here in just a moment, but right now, let's play it for you. Okay, we're back again. Let's get set for a brand new word, and this time we start with you again, Don, because you got the last correct answer. First, we're going to show the folks at home. There's the word. Okay, now we're going to have Noah Bartik, 7 years old from Los Angeles, give you his definition of that word. Noah, if you would.
Something that's not real, it's you make it up in your mind. It's not real, of course, like dragons, spirits, spooks. Well, some people believe in those, but I'm one of them that don't. And most people think it's not true, but some of them really think it's very true. And like dragons, some people say they were used in the Middle Ages. They lived in the Middle Ages. They got wiped out just like the dinosaurs.
Oh, there, but what do you say the word is?
Well, he sounds like he has a very vivid imagination.
An imagination, you're right, that's the word. What do you know? You're on a run. So you're working on $1,000. You have 2 points now. Jay, you have yet to score. We'll get one of them over there to you in just a moment. We have and you'll be watching, Don, because the last correct answerer starts each game, and we're going to show the audience at home and people here. There's the word that you'll be playing for. Listen to Emily Wilkes, 7.5 years old from Los Angeles. Here's her description of the word.
It's a part of the body of everybody. If you didn't have them, you'd be flopping around on the floor. You wouldn't be able to stand up. And you couldn't control yourself because you need something to hold you up that's stiff, which makes your legs and arms move.
Okay, there's a good description. What do you think it is, Dawn?
Well, I've got two in my mind. I'm going to go with bones.
Nope. Now, Jay, you get... Well, hello, Jay.
Hi, Bill.
Welcome to the game.
Thank you.
Now, Jay, you get a chance to listen to the next description. We're talking about the same word, and here's Tata Amare, 6 years old, from Los Angeles. I think you'll like this.
It's like bones that hang around in creepy places with the head. You see the head bones and the chin bones and like a lot of bones, and especially the feet bones are funny looking, and the arm kinds are really funny.
Okay, now, Jay, you know from Dawn's answer what it isn't. What do you think it is?
Well, that was one of my thoughts. The second one was a skeleton.
Skeleton is the right answer. Jay, you're on the board. Okay. So, you're in there. Don has two, and Jay has one, and we're coming up with another word. Let's show it to the people here in the studio and nice people at home. There's the word. Going to be described for you. You'll be answering first, Jay, so pay close attention. Terry Ann Bradley tells us about this. She's 7 and from New York. Terry Ann.
It usually starts in your 50s or your 60s. It means you usually, if you have been married, you're usually still married. You usually already have a lot of kids, and they're usually grown up. So you're in this age, and you usually have wrinkles. And a lot of things have already been done. You're usually retired. And sometimes, if you're needy, you get charity.
That's Terry Ann Bradley. Huh? From this show will spring many philosophers of the future. Jay, from Terry Ann Bradley's description, want to give us a guess?
Well, let's see now. From her description, she came up with about 3 types of different definitions. I'd have to go with possibly elderly.
Nope, it is not elderly. All right, back to you, Dawn. Now we have Sasha Sasha Segan. I don't want to get his name wrong because he's one of my favorite people, too. He's 7 years old from New York, and wait till you hear this description. He knows everything.
Arthritis. And, it's a person who is not young or not middle-aged. It's exactly the opposite of young. Well, most people like that have to carry canes to help them walk. And I've got a great grandmother who's that. She's 83, and that is very. And I got a great aunt who is very. She's 85.
You're tough. Sasha Segan not only defines the words, he tries to convince you of them. All right, it's your turn. Based on what you've heard and what you know, what do you think, Dawn?
I'll say ancient.
No, it is break for you, Jay. Here comes the final clue on this word. Listen carefully. We have Seth Wagerman from Los Angeles, and here's Seth's description of the word.
Most of them would have gray or white hair, but they might dye their hair to make them look a little younger. They'd probably have their face plastered if they really hated Daddy.
Now, when you see that little oops up there, it means that the child has pronounced the word. Nothing naughty has been said. It's just the word. Now, based on what you heard and the oops and everything, Jay, what do you think the answer is?
Well, based on all that, I'd have to say the answer is old or old age.
Old is it, Jay. You got it. Well, look at us go. It's 2 for Dawn, our champion, and 2 for Jay, our challenger. Jay, you answered correctly last time, so you will begin with the answer to this one. For the people at home and those in the studio, there's the word. And here's Shayna Lee Farrell. She's 5.5 only, from New York City. And here's the way she describes it.
It's like when you say something that you're really not supposed to. Oh, gosh. Stupid. There's one word that I should not say at all. Not even on TV.
All right. I don't know if you heard her last few words. She said, my mother would kill me. That's all right. Jay, what do you think it is?
I love her face on that. I'm hoping she's describing when you, to swear.
No, it is not to swear. We go on with a further definition of the very same word, and this time it's Juliana Stefanoff again. 7.5 years old from New York. Same word, listened on.
Well, that's if somebody put something very bad on you, and it could be voodoo. And you might have a voodoo doll. So if they take a needle and they stick it right into any part of you, then you would go, ow!
You certainly would. Dawn, what do you think that word is based on what you've heard?
Hex.
Hex? No. Break for you, Jay. There's one last clue. Keep remembering what's gone before. 7 years old from Los Angeles is Ryan Von Ruben, and here's his description.
When somebody really doesn't like you, they put like, sometimes in storybooks they put an evil spell on you.
All right, Jay, it's your turn to guess and take the lead if you get right.
He's definitely talking about a curse.
Curse is the right answer, Jay. That's it. It's interesting.
Yeah.
An interesting thing to note, and we've found out already, the children approach these various words differently. Right. Well, the first thought of curse as swearing, secondly as the hex or the voodoo. So the score, Jay, is 3 for you, and Dawn, you have 2. That bell, by the way, signals the end of this round of Child's Play. Score, 3 for Jay, 2 for Dawn. When we come back to Child's Play, we're going to shift gears and go into our game for speed. We play the fast play round. We'll do that right after this for you. Thank you, Connie. We'll get started now. We explain We explained we're going to do our fast play round. We're going to show you a series of children. Remember this, each child is defining a different word. As soon as either of you recognize the word, interrupt with your signal. If you're right, you win an additional point. Whichever player is ahead when time runs out wins the game, and $500 and a chance at $5,000. Now, we're not going to show the audience these words. That's so they can play along with us. Ready? Okay, get ready to interrupt now. Here's Shayna Lee Farrell with the first word.
It means that, someone doesn't have any hair.
What do you say, Dawn?
Bald.
Bald is the right answer, and you have a point. It's all tied up. 3 points apiece, ready to interrupt now. Here is Jonah Schnell. Jonah Schnell is coming up with the next word.
Well, maybe sometimes your grandpa or your uncle will smoke it. It's...
What do you think it is, Dawn?
Cigarette?
No, it is not cigarette. Jay, an advantage for you. You get a chance to listen to the entire definition. So hear it through before answering. Jonah Schnell, would you do it again, please, for us, sir?
Well, maybe sometimes your grandpa or your uncle will smoke it. It's bigger than a cigarette, and it's green, or no, green, like sort of brownish green. And it sort of smells like a cigarette, and it's longer than a cigarette, and it's wider than a cigarette.
All those things considered, Jay?
Bailey's definitely talking about a cigar.
He is talking about a cigar, Jay, and you have another point and lead 4-3. Ready to interrupt now. Here's Laura Gordon with our next word.
It's a frozen person.
Jay.
He's talking about a snowman.
No. Pretty good try, but it wasn't snowman. Dawn, you listen all the way through now. Hear it until it's finished. You get a free guess. Laura Gordon, would you do it again?
It's a frozen person that doesn't move. It doesn't do anything. It just stays there when it's frozen in a position. And it could be any color. It could be a person, an animal. Could be anything that's frozen in its place. Could be made of metal.
And that's it. That's as far as it goes. Dawn, what do you think?
I am drawing a total blank. I can't believe it.
Don't want to take a guess? Any guess at all?
Mummy. I don't know.
Mummy is a good guess. I think the frozen might have confused, but in the end, though, when she said it could be made of metal.
Yeah.
Statue.
Oh.
Statue is what we were thinking of.
Okay.
Score stands at 4-3. Both of you. Hey, there. You know what, that bell? That's the school bell. That means we're coming to the home stretch. And now what we're going to do is double the point score. 2 points for every correct answer. Person who's ahead when time's up gets the $500 and a chance to play for $5,000. Ready to interrupt now. Here's Juliana Stefanoff with the next word.
Well, it's something you could cover yourself with.
Yes, Jay?
A blanket?
A blanket is the right answer, Jay. You got it. Very good. Okay. On just those few words, 6-3 in your favor. Ready to interrupt now? It's 2 points for every right answer. You can catch up, Dawn. Here's Amy Levy. Amy.
Something like, something like when you're real nervous and your face turns real red and you start...
What do you say, Dawn?
Embarrassed.
No, it is not embarrassed. Jay, you get a chance to listen all the way through and then come up with your answer. For 2 points this is going to be, so it means a lot. Amy Levy will do it again for you.
Something like, something like when you're real nervous and your face turns real red and you start, laughing a lot and you're real shy.
From that, Jay, what do you derive?
Oh, my goodness. I'm hoping she's talking about to blush?
To blush is the right answer, Jay. That's a 2-pointer. All right. It's calling him up. Okay, time is up with a score of 8-3. You got the 8. Jay, you are the winner. Congratulations. Come on over here, Jay. Jay Miller. Hi, Jay, and welcome to you. Stand right there. Dawn, thank you very much. Dawn Miller with $1,000. You were a good champion, and thank you for... Give our regards to all 4 of your kids. Right. Okay, bye, Dawn. Well, 8 points? 8 points. 8 points is a pretty good win. Now, you have now won $500 for the winning of the game. When we get back, it'll be for our triple play game and a chance to win $5,000 and make it $5,500 in all. We'll be back and do that. Right now, we're going to do this. So, Jay, I called you Jay Miller. I got all confused. I got excited, too. It's Jay Brooks.
That's
you won
right.
yourself $500, and now you're going to get your chance to try for the 5,000 big ones. This is our triple play game. Now, this time, we asked our Child's Play kids to write brief definitions of simple words. We took 3 definitions per word, each one written by a different child A, B, or C. Some are far out, some are right on the nose, and you'll never know until you pick definition A, B, or C. You'll have a total of 45 seconds to get 6 words. We pay $100 a word, and if you get them all, that's when you win $5,000. Now, keep in mind, these definitions were written by children. Okay, 45 seconds. Bring in the clock. Time will start when you pick your first letter.
B.
A lot comes from cars, and it hurts your lungs.
Smog.
Right. Take another one.
A.
Someone who comes when your mom and dad go out.
Babysitter.
Babysitter, right.
A.
A way to cook food, mostly chicken.
Barbecue.
No, take another.
B.
When you make something in oil, it makes a crackling noise.
C.
When you put an egg on a pan.
Fry.
Fry's right. Here's the next one.
A.
It's white and fits a baby's tush.
Diaper.
Diaper's right. That's
A.
4. A mitt that you catch with.
A catcher's mitt.
Take another.
B.
A rubber kind of hand used to protect from dishes.
Gloves.
Gloves, right. One
A.
more. When you were born, that's what you are.
Baby.
That's right. You got all 6 of them.
That's it.
Yes, you did. Ha-ha. Nope. $5,000. 5,000 big ones for you.
Thank you.
Okay, Jay. Jay, you did it. You're our first $5,000 winner on Child's Play. Does it feel like you're a hero?
I felt I had one more answer to go.
Yes, he said, I thought I only got 5, and I looked at my card real quick. You have $5,500, and next time, of course, you're going to have a chance to take on another challenger for another $5,000. We'll be back here in just a moment. Right now, would you please watch us? $5,500. Congratulations to you, Jay. Hey, if you like kids, you'll love Child's Play. Goodbye. Wave goodbye to the folks out there. See you around.
Double the action.
Yes, baby! Game's on now.
Double the money.
$100,000 bet.
Double the deception.
Ain't bluffing fun.
It is when you get away with it.
Double the trash talk.
I just can't believe how poorly you guys play.
You people are so sick. I love it.
2 solid hours of the only real cash game on TV. High stakes poker. 2 solid hours starting tomorrow night at 8. Followed by World Series of Blackjack at 10, only on GSN.
Might have confused, but in the end, though, when she said it could be made of metal,
Yeah.
statue.
Oh.
Statue is what we were thinking of.
Okay.
Score stands at 4-3. Both of you. Hey, there. You know what that bell? That's the school bell. That means we're coming to the home stretch. And now what we're going to do is double the point score.
This is Juliana, age 7.5. This is Eric, age 7. This is Noah, age 7. This is Brandon, age 7.5. These children and others like them will try to make you understand what they're talking about on Child's Play. Here is the host of Child's Play, Bill Cullen.
Okay, thank you. You are very kind, and we appreciate your being so nice. Welcome to Child's Play. It's a game for grown-ups. We'll meet the children in Child's Play in just a moment, but first, let us say hello to our grown-ups. Like, for instance, our champion won the game on the championship yesterday. He is Jay Brooks. He has $5,500. Welcome back, Jay Hook. Jay Brooks. So far, you've been here 2 days. You won $5,500, and I've changed your name 3 times.
That's right.
Jay, for the record, tell us a little bit about your children.
Thank you. 3 children, and ages 14 to 21, and our youngest girl is planning on being a lawyer and supporting us for the rest of our lives.
Your wife deserves the credit. What's her name?
Sylvia, and she's out in the audience.
Hi,
right there.
Sylvia. Happy to have you with us. Here is our challenger now. It is Terry Ferguson. It's Child's Play, Terry, so tell us about your kids.
Hi, Bill.
Hi.
My children
are lovely, and I have 2 girls, and Stacy is 7.5, and Dana is 3 3/4.
Okay, it's a fractional society
Yes.
that we live in. If you're all set, we're going to get started with Child's Play. Now, to explain, we took our Child's Play cameras, aimed them at children in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grades. They are 5 to 9 years of age. We gave them some everyday words and asked each child to tell us in his own way what that word means. Now, we're going to show you several children defining the same word, and you can take a guess after you've listened to each child. Now, we're going to start the guessing with you, Jay. First, let us show the audience here in the studio and at home the word you're playing for. Okay, that's the word. Now, when you listen, here's Heather Chapman going to describe this. When you listen to Heather, try to define this word for you. Put yourself in the mind of a child. And remember that this is her honest perception of the word. So a little psychology might help. Miss Heather Chapman, 7.5 from L.A., here's her description.
Something to, like, keep, like, if you go to, like, old folks' place or something, they have it so that, like, nobody can sneak in there, get in there and maybe hurt the old folks or something. They have that, and they're just, like, around the main gate, and they make sure nobody gets in there that's not supposed to, and they usually have a little thing where you can call in, and then they'll let you in because you called, and, like, if you're coming to see your grandparents or something.
It seems the audience and Heather and I have a joke among us. Jay, what do you think from that description? What do you think the word is?
Well, Bill, I'm glad you preempted that when you said that. I would have to go with some type of security guard.
No? Good try from what you heard. I cannot criticize that, and I'm sure the audience is with me. Now, you get a bit of an advantage here, Terry, because you already heard that when you're going to hear the second definition. And it's Sasha Segan, and boy, can he define him. He's 7 from New York. Sasha.
Well, it's like Medicare. That's a form of it. And you need a number. And you need a number of it to, and you need you need a card with a number on it, which is your card for that, to be on commercials and stuff like that. I don't need one to get on that game. To get on this game show. Luckily, I don't have one. And Reagan's budget cuts made prices go up for it. So now old people have to pay more for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sasha Segan's opinions are his own and do not necessarily reflect the political leanings of anyone else here. On the basis of what you've heard, Terry, what do you think it is?
I think he is very articulate. I think it is Social Security.
You are right, and you have the first point. He is articulate. He gets to the heart of the matter. He takes the long way around, but he gets there. That gives you a point. As you know, we play Child's Play until time is up, and whoever is ahead at that point wins $500, as Jay did, and a chance for $5,000, as Jay did. We'll be back with Child's Play right after this word for you. Okay, we're back again. Terry's leading 1-0. Now we're set for a new word, and this time we're going to begin with you, Terry. Let's show the people at home and here in the studio what the word is. Okay, here comes Charles Miller. Listen carefully, Terry. Here's his description. He's from New York City.
It's like getting a phone call at night and you receive a message like, die or go on. This is a warning. And it's like being told to not play baseball anymore, else you'll die for it. Something like that.
Something like that. Terry, that should have locked it in for you. What do you think?
Certainly. I think possibly a threat.
Threat is right. You got it from that, and that's well done. That's pretty good. Did you have the idea of threat, Jay?
What's that?
Were you thinking threat, too, at the
No,
end of
not at all.
It was pretty good. Either guessing or reasoning or intuition or whatever. It worked well. All right, now we're going to come up with another one. 2-0. Terry's ahead. Here's the word for the people here in our audience. Okay. Oh, here's one of my favorite youngsters on this show. He is Eric Yale Vaught, and he has a way of putting things that intrigue me. He's 7 from L.A. Eric?
Say, I've seen this one done before. There's this blade the guy has to stick his head through. The guy has this basket. There's the carrot at the bottom. Moves it over, moves it back, moves it over, moves it back, puts it under the carrot, and then he drops the blade. And it looks like it's going to cut off the girl's head, but he drops the blade, and it cuts the carrot, and the carrot falls into the basket. And she comes down, and her head is all together.
Which is more than most of us can say. Terry, it's your guess.
Oh my. I believe that it's probably a magician's trick.
Magic is it, which would be a magician's trick. That's it, Terry. You're off on a run. Doing very well. Well, by magician's trick, you described magic perfectly, and Eric Yale Vaught did his job well. It's 3 for you, Terry, and Jay, you have 0. And right now, Jay's our champion. He's going to try to catch up. Here's another one, and we're going to show it to the folks at home. That's the word that we're going to be trying for. From New York, again, it's Juliana Stefanoff, and here's the way she describes this word.
Well, you go to this big place, and they have antiques and old-fashioned things, and they have glasses, they might have envelopes, they might have pictures, they might have pots and pans, they might have baskets, and they shout out words, but I don't know what they mean. And then if they shout out the person's number, they could have that thing, but I'm not so sure if they have to pay money.
Based on that description, Terry, what do you say the word is?
Oh, I love them, and I believe it's an auction.
It is an auction, Terry, and you have scored 4 in a row.
I can't believe it.
4 in a row, you're leading the game here. Okay, this is the last word in this part of the game. And back with it, first let's show it to the audience. There's the word we're looking for. Back with us from New York City is Sasha Segan, and here's his description.
The universe is in it. It's a black, vast, endless place with no air and no gravity. Our Earth and the sun are floating in it, and as I said, rocket ships travel in it, and man is trying to explore it and find if there are other beings other than the things on Earth living out there. I'm pretty long-winded.
Audience, do you agree with me that Sasha is not too long-winded? He is a convincing young chap. Okay, that was the description, as Sasha Segan put it. Terry, it is your guess because you got the last one correctly. What do you think the word is?
He's my boy. I think he talks right to me. I would say he's speaking about space.
He is speaking about space, and it's another one for you. So, Jay, you were doing pretty well until all of a sudden someone took the ball away from you and ran with it. The interesting thing is, before our show is over, we get to fast play round, then we get to double score. So, Jay, no matter where you are at this point, there is always an opportunity for you to double up and do some winning. Oh, that means that's the end of this Child's Play round. Terry, as I said, is leading 5-0 over there. And when we come back to Child's Play, we're going to shift gears and play the game for speed in the fast play round. We'll be back to do just that in just a moment.
Speed, the hard part.
All right, we have a 5-0 score at the moment. But Jay, as you know, it's fast play, and you're going to have a chance to catch up. Now, in fast play round, we're going to show you a series of children, each defining a different word. As soon as either of you recognize the word, interrupt with your signal. If you're right, you win an additional point. Whichever player is ahead when time runs out wins the game, and $500 and an opportunity to try for $5,000 more. Now, we're not going to show the audience these words. We're doing that so they can play along with us. All right, if you're ready, here's Mimi Summer with the first fast play word.
Is something in your mouth and you grow it.
Jay, what do you say?
She's talking about teeth.
Teeth is the right answer, Jay. You have your first point, and the score is now 5-1. See there, this can be catch-up time. All right, both of you ready to interrupt me now? Here's Adam Tantliff with the next word.
This is the back of a train.
Jay is first.
Talking about the caboose.
He is talking about the caboose, and you have it again. Okay. Jay, you beat Terry by the proverbial hair there, but you got the chance to answer. It's now 5-2. Coming up is Stanton Burke. Here's the next word in fast play.
Something you go to in the middle of the summer.
Jay, what do you say?
Going to the beach?
No, it's not going to the beach. Terry, you get a chance now to hear the entire clue.
Good.
Hear it out, let him finish, and then come up with your guess. Okay, Mr. Burke, Stanton, sir, if you're ready, we'll listen.
Something you go to in the middle of the summer. You have fun. You play games and you ride horses.
Okay.
And go roller skating and you sign up for things.
I like that. What do you say it is, Terry?
It's one of two things, but I hope it's vacation.
No, it is not vacation. I think the sign up for things was a big clue. It's camp.
Oh.
Camp is, the score stands, though, at 5 for Terry, 2 for Jay. When time is up, when we run out of time, the winner gets the shot at $5,000. Here is the next word. Describing it is Terry Ann Bradley.
It's a certain dance that the French has.
What do you say, Terry?
I hope it's a minuet.
No, it is not a minuet. Jay, you get a chance to hear Terry Ann Bradley describe the whole thing and then give me your answer. Terry Ann, please.
It's a certain dance that the French has started, and you usually have to be very graceful, and it's not very easy to do because it takes years and years to be able to do. Usually a place in the city to see it is in Lincoln Center.
All right, from all that, Jay, what do you say?
No, it's a ballet.
It is a ballet, Jay, and you have another point. Score, we're getting closer. Our champion, Jay, has 3. Terry, our challenger, is still ahead with 5. And there's the bell, and that means we're coming into the home stretch, and now we're going to double our point score. This time, 2 points for every correct answer. The person who's ahead when time's up wins and gets a shot at the $5,000. Okay, listen carefully. Ready with your signals? Here's Kimberly Ryback.
It's an animal that's in the desert.
What do you say, Terry?
Camel.
That's a 2-pointer for you. Congratulations. That brings you up there. 7-3. Okay, coming up with our next one. Ready with your signal? Here's Heather Bergen.
Let's say you did something bad to somebody, like you tricked them or you made them hurt themselves or something. You could go up to them and you could...
Jay.
You could apologize.
Apologize or apology is the right answer. That's it, Jay. You have 5. Terry has 7. Ready with, it's getting close. Ready to interrupt now? Here's Tiffany Woodring with our next word.
If you're going on a long trip and you don't really know,
Jay.
I hope she's talking about a map.
No, she is not. Now, Terry, listen carefully because Tiffany is going to finish her entire description so you can hear it out before you give me your guess. Tiffany, if you would.
if you're going on a long trip and you don't really know if you're going west or north or east, you have something that tells you which way you're going.
All right, Terry.
I certainly hope it's a compass.
Your hope is right. It is a compass. You pull a little further ahead. 9 for Terry now. And Jay, you have 5. And that bell means that's it. The winner with 9 points is our challenger, Terry Ferguson. Congratulations. Come on over, Terry. We'll give you a chance for another $5,000. Jay, our thanks to you for playing a marvelous game.
Thank you.
You leave us with $5,500 in our thanks. Thank you, Jay. Hey, congratulations. Good man. Here she is. This is Terry Ferguson, who plays the game very, very well. Terry, you came up with $500 right there. You look awfully pretty. Look at yourself on the screen. Oh, you're beautiful. Take another close-up of Terry. It's beautiful. Isn't that lovely? We'll be back in just a moment to give her a chance at $5,000. Right now, we got this for you. Terry Ferguson just came up and won the game and $500, and now it's time for you to try for the $5,000. That's in our triple play game. Now, this time we asked our Child's Play kids to write brief definitions of simple words, and we took 3 definitions per word, each one written by a different child, either A, B, or C. Some of them are very far out, as you might know, and some are right on the nose, but you never will know until you pick definition A, B, or C. You'll have a total, as you know, of 45 seconds to get 6 words. We pay another $100 for every word right. Get them all, and you win $5,000. Now, remember, these definitions were written by children. Bring in the clock now. Try to think like a child. It's fun. Time will start when you pick your first letter.
All right, let's start with B.
When you put something in the dryer and it gets smaller.
Shrinks.
Good. Next word.
B.
A seed that grows into a beautiful design.
Flower.
Right. Next word.
C.
A tablet or vitamin.
Pill.
Take another.
A.
It is something like the top of a rocket.
B.
Like a tablet, but small and egg-shaped.
Capsule.
Right.
A.
It's an insect that spreads malaria.
B. I can't think.
Mosquito. Right. Go to the next word. Pick another letter.
A.
A thing you like collecting. A thing you do like collecting bottle caps.
Hobby.
Right.
B.
An entry spot in your pants where you put your hands.
Pockets.
Right. Oh, I don't know how we did it, but we did it. I thought time was up. I thought time. I never thought. You know. Oh, marvelous. I don't know how much time you have left. There he is. There's the answer. I can show you now. You have $5,000 back in a moment. Right now, we're going to pay for it. Here we go. That's marvelous. Well, Terry, you did it. $5,500. You know, I find myself, because I have to read these things to you, I find myself working as hard as you did.
I know.
You did a beautiful job, and you have $5,500. You'll be back next time as champion, okay?
That's great.
If you like kids, you're going to love Child's Play. We the same to you. Goodbye. Say goodbye to everybody.
Seashell, shell. Game. Game Boy. Boy toy. Toy shop. Shop. Talk. Talk. Show. Showtime.
Chain Reaction, the new game show from the producers of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Tonight at 9/8 Central on GSN.
Chain.
The bell, and that means we're coming into the home stretch, and now we're going to double our point score. This time, 2 points for every...
This is Juliana, age 7.5. This is Eric, age 7. This is Noah, age 7. This is Brandon, age 7.5. These children and others like them will try to make you understand what they're talking about on Child's Play. And here is the host of Child's Play, Bill Cullen.
Thank you. Very nice. Thank you very much, and welcome to Child's Play, a game for grown-ups. Now, we're going to meet the children in Child's Play in a moment, but first, let us say hello to the grown-ups. First of all, our champion. I shortchanged you yesterday. At the end of the air, I shortchanged you. I took $500 from your total. Let me straighten that out. Ladies and gentlemen, she has $6,500, our champion, Terry Ferguson. Welcome back, Terry. Tell, you have 2 children, right? Names, please?
Stacy and Dana, both girls.
Okay, and let us welcome right now, ladies and gentlemen, Wayne Burdett. Is that right, Wayne?
Burdett.
Burdett. Happy to have you. I should have checked on that. This is Child's Play, Wayne, so we'll give you a chance to tell us about your kids.
Well, I've got a 6-year-old, Michael, just started first grade this week. And we're expecting another in about 2 months, and we've got our order in for a girl.
For a girl?
Definitely.
2 months. Doctor's going to bring it in a little black bag, huh?
Definitely.
That's how I arrived on this. If you're all set, if you believe that, we're going to get going now with Child's Play. We took our Child's Play cameras and aimed them at children in the 1st and 2nd and 3rd grades. They're 5 to 9 years of age. We gave them some everyday words and asked each child to tell us in his own way just what that word means. Now, we're going to show you several children defining the same word, and you can take a guess after you've listened to each child. First, let's show the audience the first word that you'll be playing for. Needless to say, our players can't see this word, but the audience can. We're going to start the guessing with you again, Terry, so you watch and listen as Ann Holm, 8 years old, from Los Angeles, defines the first word. Annie?
It's like you met somebody in high school and you really liked them and you thought you would really want to get married to them because you didn't like any of the other boys in the school. And you could ask them if you wanted to get married. And he said, sure. Or she. And he asked to go to the church and asked permission if he could have one.
That's Ann Holm. That Ann Holm is going to go far. Based on what you heard, Terry, what do you think the word is?
Oh, gosh, leading up to it, could it possibly be marriage?
No, although it certainly was aiming in that general direction. Wayne, it's your turn now. You're going to get a chance to make a guess at the very same word. And listen carefully as Emily Wilk, 7 years old, from New York, describes the same word.
Say I was sitting in a train, and there was like this much room between me and my friend, and this big fat guy came along and sat right there, and we were really squeezed up against the wall, and we had no room, and we really couldn't wait until we got off, and we were so squished up, and we were trying to get up, but we were too tightly packed in to get up. And so we finally got up, and we were like, and we looked down on ourselves, and we were like 3 times smaller.
That's Emily Wilk, née Munchausen. Wayne, what do you think the word is?
Well, I thought I had it there on the first one, but this one's a little confused me. I'm going to say, based on the fact that they were sitting there, I'm going to try uncomfortable.
No, not uncomfortable. You listen now, Terry, because this is the final definition, and it's for you. Remember, same word, Terry Ann Bradley, 9 years old, from New York. Terry Ann.
It's like when you have romance, or you go out on a date that you've never met this, like you really don't, know this guy enough, but then it's like either love at first sight or puppy love. It's another word where you really like this guy, but you don't know if he really likes you. That's your problem. But you really like him.
That is indeed the problem of many of us. All right, Terry Ferguson, last shot at this word. What do you think it is?
Engagement. I have no idea.
No, the answer is crush.
Oh,
You see the similarity?
yeah.
First of all, talking about a little love affair, but then the crush on the train was another approach. And Wayne, I thought that might give it to either one of you, but obviously it did not. Okay, now, we'll be back with a new word, but first we're going to pause and give you, hope you take the chance to watch this. Okay, we're back again, and we're all set for a new word. And this time, we're going to begin with you this time, Wayne. First, let's show the people at home the word you're going to be guessing at. Now, there's the word. Now, we're going to have Terry Ann Bradley, but before, keep this in mind. When you listen to Terry Ann try to define this word, put yourself in the mind of a child. Do that. And remember that this is her honest perception of this word. You see, she's doing the very best she can with this word. So here she is, Terry Ann Bradley. She's 9 years old from New York. Terry Ann?
Well, you use this on a very special occasion. Well, some people have enough money to wear these every day. It usually has slacks, of a sports jacket, and a vest. And it's usually in pinstripes, checkers, black, blue. And a lot of men wear them to work. They have a very important job.
Oh, okay, that was Terry Ann Bradley's perception of the word. And she's 9. Terry Ann's 9. Here's Wayne, who's considerably older. Wayne, what do you think the word is?
Well, pink ones for the ladies, and men wear them to work. I'll say suits.
Suits. Well, not all that bad, but this time you get a chance. Now, we're working on the same word, Terry, so you listen carefully. Here's our old friend Sasha Segan, 7.5 years old from New York. Sasha.
Well, people wear them to weddings. Actually, men wear them. Only men. And it's mostly black and white with tails. I mean, like coat tails. And at marriages, the groom wears one, and he sticks a coronation in it. and some have V-necks. It's a piece of clothing. Some have 2 pieces, a shirt and pants, and some just have a shirt.
All right, Sasha. Sasha can sell me anything. Terry, what do you think the word is?
I don't think Webster could have done any better. Tuxedo.
Tuxedo is the right answer. He was all around it and got to it. Okay. Well done, Terry. Sasha really did it. He was off fine. He sort of got off the track there. It's 1-0. Terry's ahead. Wayne, listen carefully, you too, Terry, because here comes the next word. It's going to be, first let's show it to the audience. There it is for the folks at home and here in the studio. Eileen Siriaco, 7 years old, from Los Angeles, and her definition.
Well, it's like you're happy. You jump up and down. Like in my mom's Jubilee. When they win a door prize, they jump up and down. Up, 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 and down, down, down. And then they soon get so excited. They scream, they yell. Like on Family Feud, when they already win some money, they jump up and down.
Based on that description, Terry, what do you think the word is?
Sounds like me on this show. I think, thrilled.
No, it is not thrilled. And Wayne, you get a chance to guess now. Watch carefully. Oh, here's Sasha Segan again. Oh, Wayne, boy, this should be a shoe-in for you, Wayne. Put your coronation in your buttonhole and listen carefully. He's 7.5 from New York. Sasha, if you would.
Well, it's like you're really happy at yourself for doing something. You know, you like think you're so good, but it's not conceited and it's not vain. It's sort of a good form of that.
From the mouths of babes comes wisdom. True wisdom. All right, Wayne, did he do it for you? What do you think the word is?
He sounds like he's talking about being proud.
Proud is the right answer, and Sasha did it again. Okay, Wayne, you got a point. It's all tied up. 1 for Terry and 1 for Wayne, and we're coming up with a new word, and you folks at home and here in the audience, take a look at it. There it is. Get ready. We're going to begin with you, Wayne. Here's Sean Grant. He's 7.5 from New York, and he defines the word.
Well, you would have to do this to a dog. You have to do it to a tiger, or else you'll get ripped to shreds.
What do you think, Wayne?
Well, I think I would groom a dog, but not a tiger, so I'll say groom.
No, we come over to you now, Terry. You get a chance on this one. Eric Vaught, another one of our favorites here. Eric's 7 years old. He's from Los Angeles. Same word. Here's his description. Eric.
Well, you like have a dog, okay? Say you have a dog, okay? You're trying to train him, okay?
Okay.
So you kind of tell him to sit. You kind of like put your finger down and say sit. And if the dog sits, you've got it.
What do you think it is, Terry?
Oh, I don't know. I think maybe with the tiger and all, it's tame.
Tame is the right answer. You've got it. If the dog sits, you've got it, Terry. The score is 2 for Terry and 1 for Wayne. When we come back to Child's Play, we're going to shift gears and play the game for speed in the Fast Play round. We'll be back with Fast Play. Right now, would you watch this, please? Look at what fun it is doing this show because those kids are truly so marvelous, are they not? Okay, as we promised you now, it's time for our Fast Play, and we're going to show you a series of children. Each child this time will be defining a different word. As soon as either of you recognize the word they're defining, interrupt with your signal. Now, in Fast Play, we double the score, and if you're right, we give you 2 points for each answer. When you hear this school bell, time is up, and whoever is ahead at that point wins the game, $500 and a chance at $5,000. Now, in Fast Play, we do not show the audience the words. That's so you at home and here in the studio can play along with us. Ready? Everybody ready? Here to interrupt. Here's David Roof with our first word.
It is something that floats in the sky. It's...
Terry, what do you think it is?
Cloud.
Cloud is the right answer, Terry. That's 2 points for you. And you lead 4-1. Ready to interrupt both of you now. Here's Eric Vaught back again. Eric, please.
Lots of kinds of animals, like lay them, and then...
It's Terry again, and she says...
Egg.
Egg is right. You have 2 more points, and you're up to 6. Gotta be quick, Wayne. Here's the next word. Tad Morgan describes it for us. Tad, old boy.
It's a metal tube that was used in wars to fire large pieces.
Wayne this time.
Cannon.
Cannon's right, Wayne. 2 points for you. You have 3, and Terry has 6. Ready to interrupt Tiffany Woodring with the next word.
When a caterpillar is...
Terry?
Cocoon.
Cocoon is the right answer. You got it just on caterpillar. Caterpillar was enough for you. Okay, here comes the next one. Ready to interrupt? Kate Barno defines this one. Kate.
It's a little place where it's a special place in your house, and it's a little, you keep all your old stuff up there that you don't need.
Terry's first.
Attic.
Attic's right, and 2 more points for you, Terry. It's 10-3. Try to catch up if you can, Wayne. Here's Ravi Isola and the next word. Ravi.
It's an occupation. They, sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're mean.
Wayne's going to take a chance.
Teacher.
No, it is not teacher. That's wrong. Here's the rest of the definition for you, Terry.
They just like fill your teeth in, like they take care of your teeth, and then people see it very often. They should see it once a year.
What do you think it is, Terry?
The dentist.
Dentist is the right answer, Terry, and that's 2 more points for you. 12 for Terry, 3 for Wayne. And here's Seth Wagerman. Another word, and Seth.
This is when you want to get married, except you don't want your parents to know about it.
Yes, Terry?
Elope.
Elope is the right answer. You have a commanding lead at this point. 14 for Terry and 3 for Wayne. And here, I love this name, Masayora Oka. And this definition.
It's like a big sea, and sometimes it has big waves.
What do you think it is, Wayne?
Ocean.
Ocean's the right answer, Wayne. 2 points for you. 14-5. Matthew Cheney is next. Ready to interrupt? Matthew, please.
It's a car that's run by that's owned by a certain company.
Wayne.
A limousine.
No, incorrect. Here's the rest of the definition for you, Terry.
And they hire a driver for it, and it takes people to where they want to go when they flag it down, and it has a meter in it.
That should do it for you, Terry.
It's a taxi.
It is indeed a taxi or taxi cab. 16 for you and 5 for Wayne. Good going. Here comes Anne-Marie Spota with another word. Anne-Marie.
It's big and you eat it on
What do you think?
Turkey.
No, incorrect. The rest of the definition will be heard for you exclusively, Wayne. Here it is.
birthday or a special time, and it's sweet, and sometimes it has candles, and it's got sometimes got like candies on.
What is Anne-Marie's, what idea do you get?
Cake.
Cake is the right answer, Wayne. You pick up another 2. And that's it. Time is up. Terry, you're the winner. Come on over here and join me. You've done it for the 3rd time in a row. Come on over, Terry. Congratulations to you again. That's 3 in a row for you. Hey, Wayne. Wayne, we thank you very much. You played a good game, and we have some very nice prizes for you. Thank you for being with us and playing Child's Play. Thank you, Wayne. Wayne Burdett. Congratulations again, old girl. Let's see, that's another 500. What is that, 7,000 bucks? 7,000. We'll be back for the triple play game and a chance for Terry to pick up another $5,000. But right now, would you watch this, please? So, Terry, you pick up another 500. You now have $7,000, and it's time to try for 5,000 more in our triple play game. Now, we asked our Child's Play kids to write brief definitions of simple words. We took 3 definitions a word, each written by a different child, A, B, or C. Some of them are far out. Some of them are right on the nose, but you'll never know until you pick definition A, B, or C. We have a total of 45 seconds to get 6 words. We pay you $100 a word. If you get them all, you win $5,000. Now remember, keep in mind these definitions were written by children. Bring in the clock. Time will start when you pick your first letter.
B.
If you're sick, you'd go to it.
Doctor.
That's right. New
C.
word. It is a terrible vegetable.
Zucchini.
No. Green stuff that children mostly don't like to
Spinach.
eat. Spinach, right.
A.
Someone who plays with you, who treats you nice.
Friend.
Right. Next one.
B.
When you ask God for stuff and sometimes don't get.
C.
When you want to tell God something.
A.
A little poem.
Prayer.
Right. Go to the next
A.
one. When a married couple splits.
Divorce.
Right.
B.
When you wave a white flag.
C. Truce.
When you come out with your hands up.
Surrender.
That's it. You got all 6. We did it again. Already indeed. Yes, indeed. 5,000. There you go. You have 12,000 big ones up there. Look at that, something. Oh, I got it. There we go. I don't know. You have just won another 5,000. Your total winnings now $12,000 in all. That's a good job. I don't know if you heard what Terry said. When I said, congratulations, you got all 6, he said already. Already indeed, you have $12,000, and next time you're going to take on a new challenger and have another shot at another 5,000. Back here in a moment. Right now we have this for you, if you don't mind, please. How much have you won, Terry?
$12,000.
I'm glad you said that. I'm sort of tired of hearing myself talk. We'll be back again, Terry and I, on Monday. Be sure to join us. If you like kids, you'll love Child's Play. Goodbye. Wave to the people out there, or whatever. Bye-bye. See you around.
He's a master entertainer.
The granddaddy of it all.
A ladies' man.
He's cute, isn't he?
But giving away all that money can really take its toll.
Regis kills yet another contestant. Bang, bang, bang.
The many moods of Regis Philbin on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Tonight at 8, 7 Central on GSN.
Yes, Terry?
This is Eileen, age 7. This is Edward, age 8. This is Danielle, age 7.5. This is Christian, age 8. These children and others like them will try to make you understand what they're talking about on Child's Play. And here is the host of Child's Play, Dale Cullen.
Oh, boy. That nice? Thank you. What a nice bunch of people you are. Welcome to Child's Play, and welcome to you, too. Child's Play, as you know, is a game for grown-ups. Now, we're going to meet the children on Child's Play in just a moment, but first, let us meet our grown-ups. I want you to join me and say hello to our current champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you, for the moment, Terry Ferguson, thus far $12,000 a winner. Welcome back, Terry. Cool. You're all right. You're doing very well. It's Child's Play. Tell us about your kids.
I have 2 daughters, Bill. Stacy, 7.5, and Dana, almost 4.
Okay, and let me say hello, thank you. And let me say hello to Susan. What is your last name?
Oaks.
Oaks. I have it on a card, but there's no light on the card over there. Tell us about your kids, please, Susan.
Okay, I have a son, Jeff. He's 6 years old, and a daughter, Spring. She's 2.
What a lovely name.
Well, it was my maiden name, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I gave it to her.
That's good. It's a good thing you didn't save it for Jeff. If you're at the office, or if you're all set, let us get down to Child's Play right now. Now, what we did, you probably wonder, well, we took our Child's Play cameras and aimed them at children in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grades, 5 to 9 years of age. We gave them some everyday words, and we asked each child to tell us in his own words what that word means. Now, we're going to show you several children defining the same word, and you can take a guess after you've listened to each child. First, let's show the audience the word you're playing for. Okay, now the audience knows what the word is. Neither of you do. And we're going to begin with you, Terry. Let us listen to a lovely young lady, and I mean that. Her name is Eileen Siriaco. She's 7 years old from Los Angeles, and here's the way she describes that word.
That means, like, they can't work anymore. Like, it's something like the boss says that you're fired. You can't work here anymore. Never come back. Or sometimes when you quit, you say, I don't want to work here anymore. I want to be gone. I don't want to work here anymore. But if the boss says you must stay, you have to keep on saying what you want to say to him. And sometimes your friends, like, they keep on telling you, I want you to stay. But you always say to them, I want to be gone. I want to go away from here. I don't like it. I just don't like it. And if they keep on telling you, then you should just leave them alone. Keep them with their feelings, not yours.
From that description, Terry, what do you think the word is?
Oh, my goodness. Possibly opinion.
There certainly was a lot of opinion in that answer. Opinion is not the answer, so now, Susan, you're going to get a chance to make a guess at the same word. Now, remember, this is another description of the very same word that we showed our audience a moment ago. Gary Cohn. He's 8 years old from Los Angeles, and here's the way he sees it.
It's something like when they're very tired of a certain job, they want to get another job because it started getting boring after this point. And they say they don't really want to quit because this is a good job, but they're tired of this job.
Okay. Susan, for the first point of the game, what do you think the word is?
I think the word is resign.
No, the word is not resign, and we go on. This is the final definition, Terry, and it comes back to you. Remember, audience, you remember a long time ago what the word was, don't you? Here is Seth Wagerman, 9 years old from Los Angeles, and here's the word.
When you're about 60 years old, you might say, I've been in this job for 60 years. I've been in this job for 40 years, at least because you can't. Well, if somebody says I've been in this job for 20 years, I'm finally getting a little tired of this. He might say, I quit. He wouldn't exactly say it in that manner, but he'd say, I'm tired, I'm old, I want to take a rest from this job.
goodbye. And he'd walk out and he'd sit down in his chair and take a rest for the rest of his life.
Okay, there you go. Children. Different children look at words differently. Terry, what do you think the word is?
Well, I wasn't sure because they kept saying tired, but I still think it's retirement.
Retired or retirement is good enough. Retired is the word we were looking for. Retired. When one is retired, they are in retirement. Retired or retirement, either way, I just want to be gone. That gives you a point. We play Child's Play until time is up. And at that point, whoever is ahead wins $500, a chance at $5,000. We'll be back right after this word for you.
Brought to you by Hespera 360. Vibrantly colored three-dimensional puzzles in a variety of sizes.
So let's get set now for a brand new word. This time we're going to start with you, Susan. First, let's show the word to the folks at home. Okay, there's the word. They're getting a chance to look at it. Now, you're a little lucky, Susan, because we have one sensational explainer who's beginning here. He is 7.5 years old, believe it or not. He's from New York. Sasha Segan is going to describe this word. Sasha.
Well, Thomas Alva Edison made a lot. He said, quote, major one every month, minor one every 10 days. And some of his were the light bulb and the movie projector and the phonograph. And actually, people who make them are called... Well, I can't say that, but you probably know. And I think that's a good definition.
I think it is too, Sasha. I think it's a sensational definition. Well, Sasha thinks it's a good definition. The audience thinks it's a good definition. What do you think the word is, Susan?
Invention.
It's a good definition. You got one. You're on your way. It's all tied up. 1 point apiece. Sasha is really too much, is he not? Okay, another one coming up. We have a 1-to-1 score here. We're going to begin with you, Terry, this time. And before we go any further, let us show the audience the word. Okay. Now that the audience knows the word, I have something to say. As we listen, both of you this applies to, and you at home too, to these next definitions, remember these are children giving their version of that word. So keep that in mind as you listen to their interpretation of this word. We begin with Chris Williamson, age 8, from Los Angeles. Here we go.
He was president. There was this big march, and a guy who led the march was a man named Martin Luther King. And they went over to see that guy and say, hey, we want to be equal. We can't go in a decent restaurant. They won't serve us in the front of a shoe store. When Martin Luther King was a little boy, sad story, he went up to get new shoes, and him and his mom, they went up to the front of the store, and no one served them. He said, go to the back of the store. And then he marched down, and then when he got older, he marched down to see that guy, and he is the nicest person in the world to me. Even though he's dead. He said, get me a paper that gives equal rights for black people. And the Senate did it, got it, he signed it, and so did Martin Luther King.
What a truly marvelous concept. Terry, without my saying any more, what do you think it is?
Gosh, it's one of two people. I'll go with John F. Kennedy.
No, it is not John F. Kennedy. Now, Susan, you get a chance to do some listening. And once again, let me remind you, Susan, and everybody else, these definitions are children giving their version of the word or whatever. So keep that in mind as you listen to Scott Stout Scott is 7 from L.A., and here's the way he looks at it.
Him? He's the first president. He was very brave, and I think he's dead. Is he? I thought so. Is it the one who was in the war, or is it the one who's on pennies? I think he's the one on pennies. And he's the one, there's a big statue of him sitting in a chair.
Based on that, Susan, what do you think it is? Susan?
I'd have to guess Abraham Lincoln.
You guessed correctly. It wasn't.
You couldn't
have marvelous. Is that not just marvelous? One of the fun things about this show, we're new and we don't know yet what's going to be great fun, but I just enjoy those 7-, 8-year-old kids and their perception of people like Abraham Lincoln. 2 for you, Susan. Terry, you have 1. That's the score. We'll be back to pick it up at Child's Play, but right now, we have this for you. Thank you all. Well, now, welcome back. It's 2 for Susan and 1 for Terry, and you know what? It's time for Fast Play. Now, this time on Fast Play, we show you a series of children, each child defining a different word. As soon as either of you recognize the word, interrupt with your signal. And in Fast Play, we double the score. So if you're right, we give you 2 points for every right answer. Now, when you hear this school bell, that means time is up, and whoever is ahead at that point wins the game, $500, and a chance at $5,000. As Terry well knows. Now, in Fast Play, we do not show the audience the words. That's so you can play along with us. All right, if you're all ready, here comes the first word, ready to interrupt now. It's brought to us by Heather Smith. Heather.
He was the person who found out America.
Terry's first.
Columbus.
He found out America. He sure did. And you have 2 points and lead 3-2. All right. That's the way it works now. Columbus found out America. Here comes Amy Levy with her description of a new word.
Someone in your class that tells you all the words and...
Terry.
Cheater?
No. Incorrect answer. So here's the rest of the clue, and it's all yours, Susan. Listen carefully. Amy, if you would.
You read with them, and if you don't know a word, they explain it to you. And they give you words in a spelling test, and they're much taller than you are and older.
Teacher.
Teacher's the right answer, Susan. That's 2 for you, and you lead 4-3. We play until we hear the bell, and that determines the winner. Here's the next word. Heather Chapman tells you about it. Ready to interrupt? Heather.
It's something that you can get usually in lots of different flavors, and they have it with lots of things in it like sugar and chocolate chips.
Terry's first.
Cookies?
Cookies are right answer, Terry, and that's 2 points for you, and you lead 5-4. 5-4 is the score. Deborah Freeman has the next word. Listen carefully and interrupt. Deborah.
Is something that is in apartment buildings sometimes, and what you do is you press the button.
And Susan pressed hers.
Elevator?
Elevator's the right answer, Susan. You pressed the button. That's all you needed. 6-5 is the score. It's 6-5, and Marissa Goldstein with our very next word.
It's something you read, and you can learn from it.
Terry takes a chance.
A book.
That's a good chance. You're right, and you lead 7-6. Okay, another one coming up. This time it's Breckin Meyer. Breckin Meyer, please, sir.
It's something that dogs wear.
Quick.
Leash.
No. Incorrect. The rest of the description is all yours. Listen to Breckin. Here it comes, Susan.
To keep fleas off sometimes. And they put it around their necks. And cats wear them too sometimes.
And that's about all I know about him.
So, all you need to know, Brecken. What do you think it is, Susan?
Collar.
Collar's the right answer, Susan. You have the lead 8-7. That's a good game. Both of you are ready to interrupt another word, and Erica Stevenson describes this one. Erica.
This word is something that a baby sleeps in.
Terry.
A crib.
For 2 points, crib is the right answer, and you lead 9-8. One of our favorites, Tiffany Woodring, describes the next word.
It's in space, and it's very big, and it doesn't have any people on it.
Susan's first.
Star?
Star's incorrect. The rest of the description is all yours, Terry. Listen and hear it out.
And there's no plants. And some are near the sun, and some are very far from the sun. And they circle around the sun.
What do you think it is, Terry?
Planets.
Planet is correct, and you have yourself an 11-8. That's it. The bell means time's up. Terry, once again, you're the winner. Come on over here and join me. Congratulations, Terry. Yes. You made this trick many times. Stand here with old Bill. That was a tough game. Susan, I do want to say you played a remarkably good game, and it was awfully close, and you could very easily win. Thank you for being with us on Child's Play. We have some nice prizes for you. Thank you, Susan Oates. Hey there, champ. I'll tell you, what's it for? 4 in a row for you. You got the $500, and we're going to be back with Triple Play and give you a shot at $5,000. But right now, would you all watch this, please, for us? Just do that. Okay. Jerry, you have $500. What did you have coming in? You had 12, didn't you? Now you have $12,500. Time to try for another $5,000 in our Triple Play game. Now, we asked our Child's Play kids to write brief definitions of simple words. We took the 3 definitions a word, each written by a different child, A, B, or C. Now, some are far out. Some are, as you know, are right on the nose, but you'll never know until you've picked definition A, B, or C. Have a total of 45 seconds to get 6 words. We pay you $100 a word, and if you get them all, you win $5,000. Now, these definitions, remember, were written by children. So bring in the clock. Time will start when you pick your first letter. I hope you do it.
A.
A red thing inside you that keeps you alive.
Heart. B.
That's right. B in the next one. Your inside is filled with funniness.
Silly. C.
Something you do when you think something is funny.
Laugh.
Right.
A.
You did it by mistake.
Accident.
Right. Take another one.
B.
It's to take as prisoner.
C.
When a hunter catches an animal.
A.
To get something that is trying to run away from you.
Trap.
Take another word.
B.
You could take some books, but you have to turn them
Library.
back. Right. Take another word.
A.
When you make it somebody else's fault.
Blame.
Right. Take another
B.
word. A stick that you light to search dark
Candle.
tunnels. Take another.
C.
It's what the statue...
Torch.
Torch is the right answer. You did it again. Wow. I don't blame you for speaking up there. I don't know how close, but you were right. Oh, yeah. Well, that's all right. Congratulations. 17. Oh, would you believe that? Would you believe that? Terry knew that time was sneaking up behind her. We do not see a clock per se. We can't even look at one. We're too busy. She knew, and she got that last one in just under the wire, I think. Did she not? You picked up another... first of all, the one you missed, to take as prisoner, that word was capture. But the important thing is you got torch. You have $5,000 additional dollars. You have $17,500. Next time, you'll take on a new challenger for another $5,000. Back here in just a moment, please. What a job. Bye.
Double the action.
Yes, baby! Game's on now.
Double the money.
$100,000 bet.
Double the deception.
Ain't bluffing fun. Maybe that's when you get away with it.
Double the trash talk.
I just can't believe how poorly you guys play. You people are so sick. I love it.
2 solid hours of the only real cash game on TV. High stakes poker. 2 solid hours starting tomorrow night at 8. Followed by World Series of Blackjack at 10, only on GSN.
Quick.
Leash.
No. Incorrect. The rest of the description is all yours. Listen to Brecken. Here it comes, Susan.
To keep fleas off sometimes. And they put it around their necks. And cats wear them too sometimes. And that's about all I know about them.
So, all you need to know, Brecken. What do you think it is, Susan?
Collar.
Collar's the right answer, Susan. You have the lead 8-7. That's a good game. Both of you are ready to interrupt another word, and Erica Stevenson describes this one. Erica.
This word is something that a baby sleeps in.
Terry.
A crib.
For 2 points, crib is the right answer, and you...
This is Hillary, age 7. This is Richard, age 8. This is Shalu, age 7. This is David, age 7. These children and others like them will try to make you understand what they're talking about on Child's Play. And here is the host of Child's Play, Bill Cullen.
Thank you, Gene. Gene Wood said that. Hello and welcome to Child's Play, a game for grown-ups. Well, we come to retirement day because our limit is 5 appearances when someone becomes the champion and continues to win. And here's the lady who has done just this. This will be her final day. She is Lisa Mills. So far, she's been with us 4 days and won $12,500. There you go. And I think reasonably happy describes the way you look, Lisa.
Oh, definitely. I just don't know if I'll ever be able to catch my breath again.
Well, you will. For the 2 kids, you're going to buy a computer, you say?
Yes.
What are their names again?
Brian, 6, and Jeffrey, 7.
Okay, playing for them and your husband, David,
Yes.
huh? Let us say hello and welcome Terry Messer. Terry, good to have you with us on the show. Supporters out there? All right, Terry, tell us whatever you'd like us to know about you.
Well, I have 2 children, Robbie, 3, and Kaylee, 2, and we're expecting our 3rd. I have my own auto upholstery business. My husband and I both restore automobiles, and I work for a prominent South Bay newspaper part-time.
You're a busy lady.
Very.
Okay, we wish you the very best of luck. If you're all set, let's get going to Child's Play. We aimed our cameras at children who are 5 to 9 years of age, and we asked them to interpret some everyday words. Your job will be to guess those words. We're going to begin the guessing with you, Lisa. First, suppose we show the audience here in the studio and at home the word you're playing for. Okay, there's the word up there. And to describe this word first is Katie Pulley. Katie is 8.5. She's from Los Angeles. And Katie, your description, please.
It's when you're in an operating room and it's like on your hand, on your legs. You just look at them and there's these just wrinkles. You're just so sick of them. You want to pull them up. So you don't see them anymore. So you go to this company, and sometimes they put you to sleep, and they pull it up, and they operate on you, and when you wake up, there aren't any wrinkles anymore.
Thank you, Katie Pulley. Life can be so simple, can it not? Based on that description, Lisa, what is the word you think we're looking for?
No wrinkles. I'm going to have to say facelift.
You said right. That's it. Facelift. We never cease to be amazed at the way children look at words and the way different children look at different words. Before we go on to the next one, why don't we show you the way another child interprets that same word. The word is still facelift, and here's Anastasia Amador, 9, from Los Angeles, and the way she describes it.
Usually only rich people can do this. Like, they go to this place where they have an operation below their forehead. And
to make them prettier, so they can get married or something. Before they get married or after, then they can have like higher cheekbones and bigger noses. But they can't change their eyeballs.
But they're working on it. Okay, that gives you a point, Lisa. We play Child's Play until time is up. Whoever is ahead at that point wins $500 and a chance at $5,000. We'll be back with Child's Play. You can feast your eyeballs on this. All right, back to pick it up where we were. Let's get set for a new word, and this time we are going to begin with you, Terry, so pay close attention. Here comes, first of all, let's show it to the audience. Give them a chance to see. Okay, word for the people at home and those in the studio. Here's Shalu Larios, a good friend of ours. She did a personal appearance the other day here on the show. She's 7 years old from Los Angeles, and here's the way Shalu describes the word.
Yes, sometimes me and my brother have played with blocks, and we say, "Oh, this is our work of art." And my brother said, "It's very fantastic because we like it." And we put these it's little blocks with circles on it, and we put it together with little blocks around it. And we like to do that because we think it's famous. And we say, "Oh, a work of art."
That's what they say, she and her brother. Shalu. From that, Terry, do you get any ideas?
All I can really think of is construction.
No, construction sure describes what was happening, but it goes a little further, perhaps. Lisa, you will get an opportunity to answer on this one. Christopher Roach. Christopher is 9. He's from Los Angeles, and let's hear what he has to say.
It's like something that it's real. It's like real good. Like Picasso had real good paintings, and they were that. Some people say, and just big stuff. So it's like somebody made one, and it might be a big, huge, complicated statue. Or maybe a little eensy, teensy thing that somebody wove real tightly together and made a face or something.
Thank you, Christopher. Always to your very good help. We've had Christopher on the show before. He always has a little drink with him there of water, I'm sure. Lisa, what do you think? What do you think the word is?
I think it's masterpiece.
Masterpiece is indeed the word. Masterpiece is the word, and Lisa, you have 2 points. Terry, you're going to try to catch up, and we're coming up with another word. Let's show the folks at home this word. Okay, there's the word they're playing for, and you see on the screen there, Debbie Green. Debbie is 6 years old from Los Angeles. She's going to describe this first word for you. Debbie?
That's easy. It's a kind of seafood that you can eat, and they live in the ocean. And sometimes they trick fish in the ocean. They stand up and act like a plant. When a fish comes along, they always have their claws out like this. And when the fish comes along and it goes in there, she goes, snap. Good trick.
Good trick indeed. Lisa, what do you think the word is?
Oh, I've got several. I'm going to have to say clam.
No, it's not clam. And Terry, you get a chance to listen to another description. I don't know if we'll have as much dramatics with this one, but I'm sure the description will be good because it's our friend Shalu Larios again from Los Angeles. Shalu, same word, please.
It's a sea animal that sometimes you eat, and it's maybe you have it brown or maybe you have it red. But red is the frozen, and the brown is the cooked. And sometimes you bake it to eat because you like it because it's fun to eat And my brother loves it so much, he tried it and he said, yuck. And then after he tried it again, he said, because he likes it a lot.
A little bit of family history in that description. Thank you, Shelley. On what you've heard, the two descriptions so far, Terry, what do you think the word is?
Would it be lobster?
It would be lobster, Terry, and that's the way it works. Okay. Terry has broken the ice. Score Lisa 2, Terry 1, and we're coming up with a brand new word, and this time we're not going to show it to people here or at home. We'll let you play along with us if you'd like. Eric Vaught. He has a way with him. He's 7 years old from Los Angeles. Eric, tell us about the word.
Well, it's like two people say, like, my mom and my dad, like, my mom wants some pork chop for dinner, my dad wants some hamburger. And say they start fighting about it because they really want that thing.
Okay, based on that, Terry, what word do you think might be suggested?
Disagree.
Oh, good guess. Lisa, this is yours to listen to. It's Catherine DeLand. Catherine is 8.5 from Los Angeles, and pretty, and here's her description.
Like when my mom and me were in the car the other day, I accidentally slammed her book in the door. And she said, well, why'd you do that? And I said, I didn't know the book was there. And so we just got in a big fight, but we got over it, and we kept talking back to each other, and we wouldn't talk to each other for quite a few days.
All right. Now, based on that, Lisa, a little more information. What do you think?
I think that would be a discussion.
No, it is not discussion. And Terry, it's back to you where it started. You've heard the two. Here's another description. This is David Roof. He looks like someday he's going to be president. David is 8.5 from Los Angeles, and here's his description.
It means when you get really mad at somebody and you start yelling at them and saying bad words to them, and you get real mad at them and they get real mad at you, and it's like it's a fight, but you don't use your hands.
Ah, what does that do for you, Terry?
Argument.
Argument is right. Very end there. There's an 8.5-year-old boy, and how beautifully he summed it up at the very end. It's like a fight, but you don't use your hands. The score is 2 for Lisa, 2 for Terry. When we come back to Child's Play, we're going to shift gears and play the game for speed in the fast play round. We'll be back right after this.
In the end, only one.
Thank you. All right, ladies, 2-2. All tied up 2 points each. It's time now for Fast Play. We're going to show you a series of children. Each child will define a different word. As soon as either of you, the moment you recognize the word, interrupt with your signal. In Fast Play, we double the points, so from now on, each correct answer is worth 2 points. Oh, when you hear the school bell, time is up, and whoever is ahead wins the game, $500 and a chance at $5,000. Ready to go? Here's the first word brought to us by Daniel Gordon-Levitt. Daniel.
Someone like in the major leagues of baseball, they work for money.
Yes, Lisa.
Baseball player?
Nope. We have a little bit of that description left, Terry, so listen carefully. You heard what went on before, and Daniel, the rest of it, please.
Like Dusty Baker worked for money.
What do you think the word is?
Who's Dusty Baker?
The word... Who's Dusty Baker? Well,
excuse me.
He has worn the Dodger blue from time. The answer is professional. Professional, a baseball player, athlete who works for money. And a pretty good description. All right, let's come up with the next one. Nothing lost there. The score is still tied. Ready to interrupt, it's Leslie Callett. Leslie.
Well, when you barbecue a steak and it's too red.
That's you, Lisa.
Rare.
Rare is the right answer, Lisa. You have 2 points. Okay. That's Hillary Cohn up there, and Hillary Cohn is going to describe the next word. Hillary.
It's like Well, in the morning when you're at school, it's like a little break.
Yes, Terry.
Recess.
Recess is right, Terry. You got that one. And a tie score again, ladies. 4 apiece. 4-4. And here's Rosie Martin looking cute. Rosie, next word, please.
Something that you stand on.
What do you think it is, Terry?
A ladder.
No, it is not. There's a little bit left in the description, so listen close, Lisa. Here's the rest of it.
And you stand on it to see how much you weigh.
Oh, Lisa, what does that do for you?
Scale?
I had a feeling that would do just that for you. Yep, scale. 6-4. Here's Chris Monheit with the next word. Chris.
It's a movie that kids usually watch, and it has Bert and Ernie.
That's Terry.
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street is right, Terry. 6 points apiece. Debbie Green, you see up there on your screen. Debbie's going to tell you about the next word.
A reflection from you.
What do you think it is, Terry?
A mirror.
Nope. Wrong answer. Rest of the clue is all yours, Lisa. Hear it out and then give me your guess. Debbie, please.
Ground from a light or the sun or in your house. It's where you see yourself on the ground or on a wall.
What do you think it is?
Me and my shadow.
Yeah, good description, wasn't it? 8-6 is the score now, and here's Kaylin Miller with the next word. Kaylin.
Someone who saves people. He flies. He has an S on the shirt.
Lisa.
Superman.
Superman it is, Lisa. You have a 10-6 lead. Next word will be described by Felicia Bleeker. Felicia, please.
It's one of the biggest states. It's very...
Yes, Lisa.
Texas?
Texas is the right answer. That's it. Time is up. Lisa, you're the winner again. Come on over here and join me. Well, you retire undefeated, champ.
Really amazing.
Congratulations. Terry, we thank you very much. We have some nice prizes. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Playing Child's Play. Thanks. Well, old, shouldn't say old, young money bags, you did it again. This gives you a chance to retire undefeated. You have a total of 12, 5, and 5, 13,000. When you get back here, we're going to give you a triple play chance to win $5,000 more. Don't go away. You're going to get a shot at it. We'll see you right after this. She did it. Lisa Mills. Lisa Mills retiring, no matter what happens, retiring undefeated. The 5 is the limit, and this is your 5th. So you pick up another 500, and now you're going to get a shot at the fast play for the big money. Okay, $5,000 in our triple play game. I mean triple play. We asked our Child's Play kids, as you know, to write brief definitions of simple words. And then we took 3 definitions per word, each written by a different child, A, B, or C. You will have, as you well know, because you've been here 5 times, a total of 45 seconds to get the 6 words. Pay $100 a word, you get them all, and you win $5,000. Hope you do it.
Me too.
Got 13 going for another 5.
Oh,
Bring in
boy.
the clock. Lisa, time will start when you give me the first letter.
B.
It's stuff in spaghetti and makes you fat.
Noodles.
Take another.
A.
A natural ingredient in potatoes.
C.
Something that makes a shirt.
Starch. A.
Correct. You carve a face in it.
Snow. B.
It became Cinderella's coach.
Apple. C.
Take another. You use it for Halloween.
Pumpkin. A.
Sure. Something you cook.
Stove. B.
Take another. When you make a barbecue.
Grill.
That's right.
A.
Take another. A play done by singing.
Opera. B.
Correct. You drink coffee out of
Mug.
it. Correct.
B.
A robot we use to cook with.
A.
A root. Something that you wear around your neck. It'll scare Dracula.
Cross. C.
Take another. Something that smells nasty. You buy in a bottle. Oh, boy. Oh, well, it smells nasty. You buy in a bottle.
Garlic.
Garlic. That's the one. You got through.
Oh.
That was the big clue, I guess. Smells nasty. You buy in a bottle. You wear around your neck. It scares Dracula. That was another
Sure
clue. Scare anyone.
That's all right.
Well, you see, you got another total. You got 5 at $100 apiece. Okay. That's $500 more. Your total for your entire stay here, $13,500. Well done. We'll be back here in just a moment. Right now, we have this for you.
I'm
Lisa Mills, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, you've been fun. 13,005.
Oh,
Not
boy.
bad at all. Our best to your two stepchildren and to David. And thank you very much. It's been fun having you
Oh,
here.
thank you.
If you like kids, you'll love Child's Play. Wave goodbye, Lisa. Goodbye.
Oh, bye. Thank you.
In game shows, as in life, we take the good. Weave on Betty. With the bad.
Bye.
Betty good and bad.
I am the weakest link.
Betty on Password Plus and on Weakest Link. It's the Good and the Bad Marathon tonight at 8, 7 Central. And be sure to watch the Women Who Change Game shows tomorrow night at 8, 7 Central, only on GSN.
GSN.
The network for games. This is Zachary, age 7. This is Richard, age 8. This is Candy, age 8.5. This is Flory, age 7. These children and others like them will try to make you understand what they're talking about on Child's Play. And here is the host of Child's Play, Bill Cullen.
Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the song. Thank you all. Hello, and welcome to Child's Play, a game where children interpret the words that grown-ups try to guess. We have back with us for the 4th consecutive day. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a basketball player. You might notice he's a little taller than his opponent. Be that as may, he has $7,400. Mike Hamilton, welcome back, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to be back.
That was your basic convoluted introduction, Mike, for which I apologize.
That's all right.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I enjoy
Got
it.
7,400 big ones.
That's great.
Shall we say hello to this lovely opponent? Look at that lovely girl. She is, and let's make her welcome, Brandy Barber. Welcome, Brandy.
Hi, Bill.
Tell us all about you, Brandy.
I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I just moved into Los Angeles, and I'm a teacher's aide at Rio San Gabriel Elementary.
Do you enjoy your work, do you?
Yes, I do.
I'm glad of that, and we enjoy having you with us. If both of you are ready, we will start the show. We begin the guessing with you, Mike. We always start with the champion, and before we do anything else, we show the word to the audience, both at home and here in the studio. All right, now here's Terry Ann Bradley. She's going to interpret this first word for us. Terry Ann is 9, and if you would, please, ma'am.
It's sort of like flattery almost. It's like where you keep telling someone how great they are, how good they are. Like if there's this person who wants you to go on a date or something, and you don't really want to go. So they come around and they start saying, oh, well, come on, it'll be really good. And they keep saying the same thing over and over again. It gets really boring. So, you know, after a while, you just say, I give up. I'll do it, you know? Is that what it means?
Did Terry Ann destroy your confidence at the end there, Mike?
No, but it sounds like it sounds like you're giving somebody a. Oh, Chris. You're complimenting them.
Okay, now that's very. That's harder. That's harder than scoring from 30 feet out, isn't it, Mike? Anyway, it was a pretty good guess based on what you heard. Now you have a bit of an advantage, Brandy. You can recall what you heard. Remember, as children who do the speaking, and add to the information that you heard that which you're about to hear. Here is 7-year-old Cassie Feldman, and Cassie's real good. Cassie, please.
Well, if you have a porch, like, outside, and it's like a balcony or something, you sat there every night and sat like this, and it would be so sweet. And then this boy, if he liked you, he would stand under the porch or the balcony or that thing, and he would start with the guitar and start singing. And the woman would be so nice. And she would throw down her handkerchief. And the man, if he had nice manners, he would pick it up. But if he didn't, he would take the handkerchief, put it over a mud pile, and step him. So, you're a boy and you want a girl that has a porch. This is a good idea to do this.
Oh, Cassie literally gave me a pain from laughing here. Well, but I can't say one other word. What do you think the word is, Brandy?
She deserves to be serenaded.
Serenade is the right answer. That was marvelous. She got in the word, she got in a lesson of manners and a little misinformation about Sir Walter Raleigh. We'll be back with Child's Play right after this for you.
What do we have back there for Donna? A beautiful living room set. It's a beautiful, elegant dining room set.
Beautiful modern furniture.
What do we have behind that curtain?
A new dining room set.
Beautiful patio furniture. Open up the curtain and show her what's back there. You have a beautiful living room set.
Let's make a deal. Furnishing the fun. Tonight at 8 on Buzzr. Let's play.
So we pick it up now. Back again. Brandy has one and Mike has nothing, and I think in all the time you've been with us, Mike, this is the first time you've even been a little bit behind. Now we're going to get set for a new word. This time, Brandy, we begin with you. It's your turn. Okay. First of all, here's the word for the people at home. Okay, I'm going to have it described by Michael Scully. Michael is 7 years old. Your interpretation of this word, please, sir.
And let me tell you, this word is just no fun. But in my house, my dad does lots of it, and my mom just sits around. But when my dad's at work, my mom usually does it. And let me tell you, sometimes my mom and dad make me also do it. And let me tell you, I hate it. One of the things I hate the most about this word is sometimes I need to go outside and get my put bird food in my bird feeder, which is starting to get bird stuff all over it. Because birds come, and then after a while when they're still eating, they make BMs on it.
Well, let me tell you, based on what you heard, Brandy, what do you think the word is we're looking for?
Yard work?
Yard work is not right. Okay, hey, now we're over to you, Mike. And I want you to listen to the description, this next description of the very same word, and an old friend of ours, Sean Griffin. Sean is 8 years old, and same word, please, Sean.
Well, it's a kind of job you do around your home. And usually the ladies do it all, and the men are at work, and ladies just sometimes sit around and do everything, and wash the dishes, and sometimes they sit around and be lazy, and just like my mother, she is lazy every day. I hope you can hear that, Mother.
Thank you, Sean Griffin. I have a feeling you're in trouble. By now, well, based on what you heard, what do you think, Mike?
Could it be talking about cleaning?
No, it is not cleaning. And a break for you, Brandy. You've had two descriptions or two interpretations, and it's back to you for the final one now. A 6-year-old by the name of Darren Eastman. We are still working on the same word. Darren, please.
It's when you have to sweep and go like this with a mat and cook and pull weeds outside. That's what that means. So my children will be helping my wife, and I'll be helping my children. My children will be helping me, and my children will be helping my wife, and I'll be helping my wife. So we'll all work together. We're gonna be pooped at the end of the day.
Thank you, Darren Eastman. Okay, that's all we have. What do you think it is, Brandy?
Chores.
No. You know, you both were all around it. It's a word maybe you don't hear much of anymore, but it's still around. Do we have any more clues? No, we're out of clues. That's the end. The word is housework. Housework. As simple as that. Do you do housework, Brandy?
Sometimes.
How about you, Mike?
As little as possible.
I think I understand now why we haven't guessed it. The score stands at 1-0. Mike, we're going to begin this one with you. Here is the word for the people at home. People also here in the studio. And we have Jessica Porton. Jessica is 8 years old. New word now. Jessica, please.
You invited a friend over. And you didn't really like her, but there was nobody else to play with. You couldn't think of anything else to do, nobody else to play with. So she came over. You really didn't hate her because she showed off a lot. And then when you played with her games, she had to be a movie star when you were playing house. She just had to be. But you wanted to be the movie star. And you got so angry, really angry at that girl. And you just felt like hitting her. And then she got angry at you, and so she just ran home, and you said, "That rotten kid."
Thank you, Jessica Porton. Well, now, oh, man. Difficult, Mike. I agree with you. That, at this point, is not easy.
A little girl, because we're talking about a friend?
Not much of a one. I wouldn't think. Okay, Brandy, now we're going to work on the very same word. And April Armstrong, who is 8 years old, describes this one for you. April, please.
You're given all these things, and you get to do whatever you want. And, you get to do whatever you want. And you get to get whatever you want. If you get too much, you can end up being a criminal. And then you'll be in jail. And you'll think that it's your mother's and father's fault. So it's not nice to be this particular feeling.
Okay, that's all we're going to get from April. Putting them both together and wishing you luck, what do you think, Brandy?
My mom tells me I'm spoiled.
Spoiled is the right answer. Yeah, pretty good to get it from that, too. Did you have it there, Mike?
Yeah.
It took two, and I wasn't even sure of that. So let's see. Brandy has 2 points, and Mike finds himself on the schneid for a change, and we come up with a brand new word. Here it is. Okay, to describe this word, we have a 7-year-old named Alexander Sirota. We begin with you, Brandy, this time. Alexander 7, please, sir.
Well, pretend you wake up in the morning, and you go into your parents' room and you say, "I want to get in bed with you and hug you and kiss you." And they say, "All right," and you get real close to them, and your whole family maybe goes around, and you huddle up together.
That's all that Alexandra is going to say. So, Brandy, based on what you heard, what do you think the word is?
Sounds like she's hugging her parents.
No, hugging is not it. We have one coming up for you. It's going to be Laura Barandis. She'll change her expression in a moment. The voice you hear during this is that of one of our interviewers. Laura is 5.5 years old, Mike, and she's working on the same word. Okay, Laura.
I do that with my dad every night.
How?
Well, when he's asleep, he doesn't know that I'm tiptoeing into his room.
And what do you do?
I crawl to bed with him sometimes, or sometimes I sleep in the middle of my mom and dad, or sometimes I crawl in his arms or something.
How does it feel?
Sometimes he holds me too tight and I can't breathe. But he doesn't care if when I tell him when he's asleep.
All right, now the idea of the word is in there. What do you think it is, Mike?
Well, if you're not squeezing too tight, it might be cuddling.
No, it is not cuddling. We have one more shot at this one, and Brandy, it comes to you, and it will be described by Christopher White, who is 7.5 years old. Last chance, please, Christopher.
When some people want to get comfortable, so they move around in their bed, and
and they struggle. And sometimes, like my dog, goes round and round and round in the beanbag until she gets comfortable, and then she kind of wiggles so she can get in a more comfortable spot.
There are the three descriptions. Brandy, what do you think the word is?
Snug.
Snug. Snuggle is absolutely right. You got one there, and you come up with 3 points. Score 3-0. When we come back to Child's Play, we'll shift gears and play it for speed in the fast play round. We'll be back right after this.
Primetime Buzz. TV just wouldn't be the same without it. Tonight, starting at 8 on Buzzer.
Okay, time for fast play. From now on, each child defines a different word. As soon as you recognize the word, interrupt with your signal. Each correct answer, 2 points. When you hear the school bell, time's up. Whoever is ahead wins the game, $500 and a chance at $5,000. Score, Brandy 3, Mike 0. Mike can catch up here. Brandy can lengthen the lead. Here's word number 1. Ready to interrupt? Katie Pulley. Katie.
She made 13 films, all of them great, and she did The Wizard of Oz.
Mike.
Dorothy Hamill.
Ooh, no. Ooh, dear. Okay. I don't think you need it, Brandy, but we got a little teeny bit of an ending here. So, Katie, please, if you would.
And she played Dorothy.
Okay, that's all we have there. What do you think?
Judy Garland.
Judy Garland is the right answer. I know what happened, Mike. It's happened to me. Score 5-0. Next word, ready to interrupt. Here's Sean Guerin. Sean, old boy.
I think bees have them. Grasshoppers have them.
Yes, Mike.
Antlers.
Nope. Antlers is the wrong answer. We have a little more description, and it's coming along for you. Now, listen carefully, Brandy. Sean Guerin.
These little things that stick out of your head so they can hear better. I think ants have them. TV sets have them.
Thank you, Sean. All right, what do you think, Brandy?
Antenna.
Antenna is the right answer. Brandy leads 7-0. Ready to interrupt both of you. Here's Justin Lunan Pack. Justin.
It's red, and a lot of people put it on Valentine cards. It's almost like a circle, but it has...
Brandy.
A heart.
Heart is the right answer, Brandy, and you continue to increase that lead, 9-0. Here's the next one with Joel Greenwald. Joel, please.
There's all different kinds. There's killers, there's humpbacks, and there's all different kinds.
What do you think, Mike?
Whales.
Whale is the right answer. Mike, you're on the board. Score 9-2. Both of you ready? Here he is, Sasha Segan. Sasha.
This, in upstate New York, is the capital of New York.
Mike's first.
New York City.
Nope. We have a little bit left, and maybe it will help you, Brandy. Sasha, pick it up, sir.
State. It is a place, a big city, which houses the governor's office.
Thank you, Sasha Segan. What do you think?
Manhattan. I'm from Texas. I don't know about New York.
That's it. The game is over. Time is up. You've won it. Congratulations. Come on over here. You didn't need it. Manhattan didn't hurt you a bit. Now, I know you're from Texas, but the capital of New York is Albany. Albany, and you should know that just as well as I know the capital of Texas is Dallas, right? No. I'm sorry. Let me say something here. Let me say something to our friend Mike Hamilton. Mike, thank you. You have been a tremendous...
I want to thank you very much. I want to thank everybody here because everybody here is very fantastic. I had a great time. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Mike. Thank you very much. Good having you here. Congratulations to you. Got $500, and when we get back here, you're going to have a shot at $5,000. Right now, we're going to do this for you.
Every great moment, every single day.
Are you laughing or crying?
I don't know.
Primetime Buzz, tonight, starting at 8, only on Buzzer. Let's play.
Okay, Brad, you got $500. Now's a chance for the big dope. It's time to try for 5,000 in our triple play game. We asked our Child's Play kids to write brief definitions of simple words, and then we took 3 per word, each written by a different child, A, B, or C, and you have a total of 45 seconds to get 6 of them. Now, we pay you, as you know, $100 a word. If you get them all, you win 5,000. I have a feeling you're going to do it, okay?
I hope so.
You relax. Bring in the clock. All right, the clock is in. It will not begin, Brandy, until you tell me when you're ready to start. Meantime, I hope you do it. Best of luck.
B.
A kind of fish used in Jaws.
C. Shark.
Correct.
A.
Next word, A. A person who lives in a royal castle.
Queen. B.
He is the ruler.
King.
Correct.
C.
You can see it in an X-ray machine.
Bones. B.
All the bones in a person that are...
Skeleton.
Correct. A. He solves mysteries.
Detective.
Correct.
B.
You can spin it.
C.
It is sheep's hair.
Wool.
Correct. A, please. A big wall that holds water back.
Dam. B.
Dam is the right answer. You did it. I knew you were going to do it. See that? Watch out. Don't fall down the stairs. This is a set. Hold it. Don't break the machine. You not only won. I don't know if you heard. I don't know whether you heard what Randy was saying. She was saying, I won. I was saying, I know. But meantime, I was afraid the set was going to fall down. But fortunately, it stayed up there. You now have $5,500. Next time, you're going to have a shot to take on a new challenger and add 5,000 to it. We'll be back in just a minute.
Up next, using your body to form phrases can be hazardous, but a lot of fun on Body Language. Then it's Alphabet Soup on TV with Blockbusters. Stay tuned.
Didn't I tell you I had a feeling you were going to do it? And you did it.
Man.
You had 15 seconds left on the clock.
Wow.
Well, Randy Barber, you got $5,500. You got our thanks and congratulations. If you like kids, you love Child's Play. We'll see you next time. There are your friends out there. Give them a...
Some departing contestants receive a 22-piece Master Mechanic multi-drive socket set complete with fitted box, exclusively from True Value hardware stores. This compact, lightweight GE knife slices at any angle. Stainless steel blades have serrated cutting edges. The fingertip control bar has a safety lock. Wall mounting rack is included. O. Henry candy bars, delicious peanuts and chewy caramel, covered with mouth-melting fudge. O. Henry, oh so delicious. A cassette recorder. This GE portable AC/DC cassette recorder has an automatic shutoff. AC adapter included. Great to take with you any place. And all of the children appearing on Child's Play this week receive Coleco's Pac-Man, official tabletop version of Midway's Pac-Man. Looks, plays like the real thing. Coleco's Pac-Man, the arcade game you can take home with you. Or MGA Mitsubishi 12-inch portable black and white television with UHF tuning to channel 83, built-in antenna, lightweight, with increased brightness and contrast controls and earphone jack. MGA Mitsubishi. This is Gene Wood speaking for Child's Play, a Mark Goodson television production.
That's our show for you today. We'll be back next time for our Child's Play. We'll be back for more games. We'll be able to chat. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.